Word Balloon is brought to you by the League of Word Balloon Listeners. Greetings. Welcome. It's time again for another Oh Yeah podcast. It's the Halloween edition. That's why Franco and I are sort of dressed up. I'm
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween. Yes, indeed. Franco is Green Lantern. Which sector are you from, sir?
The one whose power ring can't fix his vision, so I
Right.
need to put on my glasses.
Different prescription apparently than I couldn't figure it out.
Because I'm drawing and I can't see if I if I don't have my glasses.
Yeah, they don't have lens crafters on OA.
No.
So
and full disclosure, this mask is really small and it hurts. So,
I bet it does. That's good.
Yeah.
You need that. And I have my Starfleet pin on. It's Negan. This link doesn't work. Well, he sucks. I also said via Facebook. How did you get it? And right?
I saw it on Facebook, but I didn't want to stop what I was doing to.
Did you get it from Skype or did you get it from?
Got it from the Skypes.
Okay.
So cut and paste it from the Skype. Usually from Facebook it doesn't work when you send it.
All right. Well, I sent it on the chat too.
Yeah.
Our regular chat.
That's not my fault.
Yeah, I know. All right.
Did you bring me any candy, Johnny?
No, I didn't buy any candy. Nobody knocked on my door. In the words of Three's Company.
No, nobody ever comes here either. We live out in the woods.
Kisses are hers and his.
Three's Company for
exactly. So my dad's on our floor. I'm Larry in the group. Larry.
I'm John Reeder, who later left to
Skype. Okay, on my phone. Well, that's your fucking problem. That's literally what I'm writing.
I like that we're starting out with swears. It's good. It's only me and you today. That's good because nobody else is coming. Nobody else was in the Halloween spirit, so it's just me and you, Johnny.
I can't make it. And then Lou Costello has the stupid. I don't have it. Well, that's your goddamn problem.
Wow.
I know.
Why can't you just be in the holiday spirit, Johnny?
It's impossible, sir.
Oh.
It's just not possible. All right, hold on. I'm going to share. I don't know.
So what's been going on with you in these Halloween times?
Good Lord. I have been nonstop Skyping, or rather streaming for how long now, sir?
I know. Every time
8
I
or
open
9
up
days.
the Facebooks, every time I open up the Facebooks, you're there.
It's true.
It's like I can't get rid of you.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm sure everyone's sick of me by now.
Yeah, a little bit.
I don't blame you.
Yeah, me neither.
What are you gonna do? Here, let's see. I've been neglecting. Is anyone waiting? Who is that? Here he is, Kathleen.
Kathleen!
There he is.
That's good. We can literally not even see that you have a costume on. That's how dark it is.
He's still in the closet again.
Well, he's got the blonde wig going. There you go. There you are. All right, you need use your iPhone flashlight or whatever so we can kind of see you better.
Turn on your
Nice.
Hello there.
We could have the Star Trek Star Wars debate because I'm dressed as an unkempt Starfleet officer.
Why didn't you light up your lightsaber in there so it would?
It's an old lightsaber. It's not working very well.
Do you have double D batteries, Kathleen?
Certainly do. They're in here. You can barely hear this thing, and the light's not working very well. I'm going to turn it off before I hurt myself.
You don't want to slice off your finger. You look good, Ewan. You look good.
Oh, thank you. It's wonderful to see you, fellows. You look great. I like the mask. I like the symbol you've got on your. Oh dear.
My mask.
That's it for me in a costume tonight. There you go, ladies.
My mask is a little.
I'll stick the voices.
My mask is a little too tight and it's hurting my face, but we're gonna deal with it because it's.
There
Halloween.
We go. I don't know why I didn't get into Harry Potter.
Yes.
Bloody Michael Caine.
I just viewed that film, The Trip.
Oh, very good. The first one.
Yes.
Isn't that a great blueprint for how to do voices? Negan. Now what? Real nice. Real nice. He says. Your email.
I love this. Obi-Wan, what kind of candy did you bring me?
I brought too many Reese's Pieces.
Oh.
I hope you like those.
They're all right.
What's your favorite candy, Spooky Franco?
I like Milky Way Dark.
Me too.
Yeah.
Wow. You know what else likes Milky Way Dark? Your mother.
She doesn't. No, my mother doesn't like chocolate.
Well, we're starting out with the Angry Yoko chips, I see.
It was the opening was there. I had to take it.
She doesn't like chocolate, and I don't like you making fun of my mother, Johnny. No, not at all.
I don't care.
No. Okay.
I'm drinking my fine Mexican coffee, Cafe Bustelo. Everybody,
Nice.
Boy, oh boy, can you put a little tequila in there, sweetheart?
You know what I just realized is that I realized why a lot of artists don't draw with mask on. It's very difficult to do that. It's a true story.
I can appreciate that. Your perspective. Uh-oh, look who's here. It's Tan Satan.
Tan's back.
Oh,
hey,
my.
Tan.
Busy night in the call center, as you probably know.
Oh.
I thought for sure quarantine guy was going to show up.
Are you robocalling the people on behalf of the Donald tonight?
Well, we'll leave that off to the side for now. But I heard this was a special costume edition, so I have my little costume here.
It's your mask. I love it.
Yeah.
I barely recognized you. Yes, I couldn't even tell who you were, Satan.
I haven't seen you in a couple minutes, Obi-Wan.
Oh, yes. It's been far too long, my friend.
You cut my friend Darth Maul in half, and I didn't appreciate that, but luckily he was not dead.
Both of you share a similar style, I see. Yes.
Oh, I got to give him the link. That not Negan. Sorry,
not Negan. The link.
Not for this. A buddy of mine is asking me for the link to see the Mr. Skin documentary, The History of Nudity in Film.
Oh,
dear.
That sounds like it can hurt a little bit.
Be mindful of your feelings. Yes.
All right, yeah, it's good. Keep vamping, boys. Boy, that's why you're the best in the business.
Well, we've got A lot of dead air here.
I find it very interesting that you're texting while we're on the air, and I was wondering why you were doing that, and I figured we'd stop talking until you were done.
If he'd be interested in a job at the call center, we have a seat waiting for you, Jonathan.
Jonathan. It's not my name. My name's just John. I'm not a Jonathan. Everyone wants me to be a Jonathan. Everyone's always like, "Hey, Jonathan." I'm like, no.
Fun fact: I'm a Frankenstein.
You're a Franken what?
Frankenstein.
I thought you were a Frankenfooter.
Frankenstein.
Or a Frankfurt.
I like when you look at my face. It's a big, giant, fat face with a small mask
with
on
it. With a teeny green mask.
That's how Oliver draws his superheroes.
Real small masks?
Real big heads with little faces.
That's good. That's got to be some sort of psychological issue.
I would think so.
Yeah.
Some people look like that in real life.
We're at a grinding halt, Kathleen.
Yes. Oh, that's a lot of dead air.
A little more panic in my voice.
I'm trying to get up the courage to do this right.
Mike.
It's a special Halloween episode. Arthur couldn't join us.
Let's start off with I'm slow to get started, but let's start off with our favorite Halloween stories. Not ghost stories. Ghost stories are different. We'll do those at the end. So your favorite Halloween party stories or favorite Halloween stories.
I gotta think.
Yeah.
Well, I like the fact that a couple of years ago, and I would do this for the events, I came upon the best, cheapest costume I could, and that was to do a 66 Batman Penguin henchman. And I would just get a black sweatshirt, and I'd wear black pants. And then I'd buy a plastic derby and a black domino mask. And I'd get a white stencil like you put on your mailbox, and I'd just spell out goon, because that was that's how they looked.
You should get some Zam pals and stick them to you.
I could do that. Well, we already have 12 comments. Jesus, I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
See, you're slow on the ball there.
Right, that's what everyone's saying now.
Mr. Man.
I'm disturbed and impressed at the same time.
Yes.
Jimmy, hey John. I had my first interview with a comic writer today, Mark Russell, and I had no idea what to do, so I based it off of your streams. Thanks for the template. Don't set up an interview and not know what to talk about. That's not good. That's not good for but I'm glad, Jimmy. That's beautiful, man.
Yeah, man. Hey, that's what we do for this show.
Jimmy Dunn saying hello and happy Halloween to John.
Hello there.
Podcast today.
Yes.
Hello,
Wayne Musso enjoying that's not a lightsaber. This is a lightsaber. There we go.
Yes.
It is a lightsaber.
Poor Spooky Franco.
Oh, I touched the blade.
Yes, I'm Clark Kent tonight. Exactly. I'm actually Harry Carey in Star. Well, again, my badge fell off. Hey, I'm in Starfleet, everybody. Set phasers on drunk. Boy, oh boy. What else? Does Johnny need some alone time? Absolutely, clearly. Obi-Wan, did you feel Anakin or Luke was the better pupil? Asked Jimmy Dunn.
Oh my. I believe it was Anakin. We were much better friends before the end, before the dark times, when I knocked him into the lava and burned his whole body. I'm going with Anakin, Jimmy.
That was my kind of friendship, I must say.
That was your kind of planet. Have you been to Mustafar there? Did I pronounce it correctly? I don't think I did.
I created that planet, yes.
Oh.
It was pretty far.
Jimmy wants to know what sector are you Green Francoing your land? Franco.
We have to go through this again. We're at the sector of optical illusions because my eyesight's not that great, so I have to put my glasses on.
Yeah, he's at Lens Crafters. He's in line at Lens Crafters in the Interplanetary Mall.
Mm-hmm. Sector 666.
There's a Dominator being fitted right now for glasses as well. I'm really sorry. I like the Dominators.
Man, that's nasty. I don't
exactly.
Like it.
Bend over.
I don't like it.
It's not that kind of Dominator, sir. Oh, sorry.
It's a different kind of Dominator.
Party. I'm a Dominator. I was told to show up for the invasion. No, wrong guy. Oh my.
What are you drinking, Satan, tonight?
Yeah. Nobody else obviously has way to go. Trick or treat stories for you, Francis.
There we go.
I do.
Great topic, Francis.
I got one.
Batman brew.
I don't know.
I got one.
Go ahead.
So it was years ago in college. I don't know if I told this one on the pod or not, but it was years ago in college, and I wasn't there for part of it, but I came home for the weekend, and my roommate and his friend went to a Halloween party, and they weren't going to go, which is why I went home, because that was a part of the conversation we had, and they're like, no, we're just going to hang out, we're not going to go. So I'm like, all right, I'm going to go home then. So I went home for the weekend. Then they decided, oh, they're going to go last minute to a party. So they didn't have a costume, so they go to a costume party store, and they get, my friend is as tall as I am, but he was a bodybuilder, so he's bigger. So the only costume they had for him was a nun costume. So he's dressed as a nun, and my friend, he's a little shorter, he's dressed as a priest. Yes, straight on till morning. So they go to this party, and they've partaken of the elixirs of the party, and they had a good time. And halfway through the party, my nun friend, who was my college roommate at the time, he says to my buddy, he goes, listen, I need to borrow the car keys. And my friend's like, what are you, crazy? You know, you've been drinking. I'm not giving you the car keys. He goes, no, I swear, I'm not going to drive anywhere. I just need to put something in the car. So
Well,
I'm just going to put something in the car.
His story isn't ending. So yeah, I need help. Continue.
I love
please.
this.
How is the story not ending? It's just starting the story. You want a story or not?
Christ, we're like,
this isn't dinner, Franco.
This is longer than fucking Gone with the Wind. Pardon me.
All right, I'm done telling the story.
Go on. You're in the car.
Nope. Done telling the story now.
Well, what about us that were listening to the story?
Yeah, you can call me later.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm going to do that right away, man. Let me tell you, I can't wait to hear the rest of this thing. I'm going to wait for the paperback. Thank you.
You can call me later. I'll tell you the rest of the story.
Call Me Maybe, my favorite song.
Ooh.
I think Stan plays that song a lot in Hell. I think that's used in a lot of agony rooms.
I know that Scoot has an aunt and uncle that live pretty close to him, and they're in their 70s. And for many years, Scoot would wear a scary costume similar to this and scare them. And on numerous occasions, Scoot would just walk in their back door because he knew they left it unlocked. And they'd turn around the corner, and he'd be standing there in their living room. And every year, the uncle would say, get scared.
Jesus, Scoot, the story is taking so long.
And the aunt would say,
why don't you tell us the abbreviated version, Scoot?
These are the worst stupid stories I've ever heard.
The aunt would say, oh, no, who is that? And every year he would say, I know exactly who that is. And then he'd say a name that was not Scoot. The most recent was Danny, who nobody knew who the hell Danny was. I know exactly who that is. That's Danny.
That's Danny.
Everyone started laughing. Who's Danny? He goes, from down the road. And they're like, no, there's no Danny that lives here. So I assume Scoot scared him so much that he just hallucinated and made up a name similar to Tim Apple. Donald Trump referred to Tim Cook as Tim Apple.
That's right. Keep going. I got to catch up in my own way.
Yes.
I had to get to Alderaan for this strain of weed. Oh my God. Maybe I'll keep the camera off, and that way I'll just do voices all night instead of.
I like Pink very much, Lois.
I like Pink very much, Lois.
Boy, oh boy. Hey, Stoney, I got my Louisville Slugger bong out today.
It's like a spirit. It's like where there's a spirit on the pod.
True. Yeah, the ring is like a spooky kind of voice coming from the ether. That's true.
The Phantom Zone.
Kathleen.
This is the Phantom Zone, as early pods would indicate.
Yes, from the planet Krypton.
I hope Arthur's watching this with his friends.
He's got his dashboard camera going.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Igor Uchia. Good to see you, Igor. How are you, man?
He's got not much to say there.
Clearly.
Unlike this
I wonder
pod.
if he's a buddy of mine of Alexander Nevsky. Have I told you guys about Alexander Nevsky?
No.
It's a really long story. It's like War and Peace. No, Alexander Nevsky is this action hero from films. I'll rattle off his IMDb shortly, but he was on Word Balloon.
Oh, the story you've told us 5 times already? Great, thanks. Thanks for that.
Did I already tell you that story on the air?
Yeah, 5 times, thanks.
Franco's mad because I cut off his fantastic story. When we last left Franco, his friends were in the car trunk, gasping for air. Please continue. No, I'm going to say it off the air. I don't care. Now with you.
Pissed.
I'm not giving you any more of a story. No, I'm pissed.
That's the only one I had. That's the only story I had. So now I got nothing else to say for the rest of the
I'm really sorry, John Stewart. Jeez, what can I tell you? Hey, it's John Stewart. How you doing? I'm a Green Lantern. I got a ring and everything. I got a willpower, but I don't have glasses. It's the Shoemaker as Green Lantern. He's the backup after Kai Gardner, John Stewart, and Hal Jordan are all like too busy, and Kyle Rayner. He's like the 5th Green Lantern. Hey, no problem. I got to put the close sign on the shoe store. Then I put my ring on.
Oh, that's real funny.
Yeah, thanks. That was hilarious. Are you kidding? That blew the doors off your car. Your friends are stuck in their trunk as a nun and a priest. So anyway, all of a sudden the Pope shows up wearing a bra. I don't know why.
Yeah, I'm sure that's real funny.
Good, I'm glad he's pissed.
Yes. I dressed up as Count Dooku for Halloween once. He was none too pleased.
Count Dookie.
Oh, Dooku. I kicked your ass in a fight. Ass yours kicked, I did. What
Did you guys all watch Mandalorian Season 2, Episode 1?
Still haven't watched it. I meant to today. Chucky didn't want to watch it.
Obi-Wan's in it. He has a cameo.
Did you really just spoil, you douche?
Douche?
Yeah. I'm going to piss everybody off.
He's sitting right here.
But is Obi-Wan really in it? And did you?
I don't know. Why don't you watch something, Johnny? Screw it. I'm done. Screw it.
Much anger I sense.
Say, wow. All right, Frank has turned off the we're open sign.
Oh, no.
So you can't get donuts right now until Franco comes back.
I have a bad feeling about this.
There you go. Sing us a song from Dookie.
Yes. What is this Dookie?
Mario says Mandalorian was great. Fantastic.
Yes.
I haven't heard anyone say it was bad.
Yeah, I haven't either. Yeah, Chucky and I made the wrong choice of watching 3 Discoveries. He's like, I really want to catch up on Discovery.
Yeah,
like,
that's definitely the wrong. That's what we watched over here at the call center. Discovery.
Exactly. That's in the agony room as well. Hey, look who's here, everybody.
It's Spider-Man.
Wow. And he's got a mustache and a beard, Batman.
Is that Michael Keaton?
I'm Batman.
That's Michael Keaton.
I like it.
Beetlejuice.
Batman.
Beetlejuice.
I understand you had a story, Batman, where Alfred and Robin were dressed as a nun and a priest, and they were in their car in the Batmobile trunk. Please continue.
I can't hear you very well. Everything's muffled. Because I have my earphones outside.
My earphones. I like that they're your earphones. That's good.
They're outside the mask, so we can't.
My earphones.
They're my bad earphones. I'm muffled. I can't. You guys got to speak louder.
He's like Grandpa Batman. My earphones are on, Commissioner. Can't hear you.
I still can't hear you.
Johnny's lost in the fog up there.
What? Boy, oh boy.
Hey, Johnny, why don't you just leave the comment up there for 5 years without putting up any other comments?
There you go. I just grabbed it.
I can barely see the glove back there and all that haze.
Ooh, Ed says, Johnny, make that D-list Green Lantern character Greek. You could pull that off without any cultural issues. Dimitris or Ioannis or Konstantinos or Georgios the Lantern. That's true. Because I'm Greek, so I can
wear this every night.
There you go. I like how it's a full that the emblem is included and a bit of the I don't even know what you call that, the yoke.
That's
of your cowl.
Yeah, the original Tim Burton costume looked like that.
It's real hard to breathe through here through my nose.
Good. You don't have your glasses on, Batman. All right.
Hold on.
He's gonna like stretch out his glasses to put them on.
Oh, that's better.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, crap. Now I can see you guys. Never mind.
Crap. Crap.
You look better like this.
Some of us watch our language on here.
My only Mandalorian gripe, why do they not call Mandalorians as Mandalorians, but call them Mandos instead?
Racist.
Yes, Mandos is racist.
You seen one Mando, you seen them all.
Okay, I'm going to go fight crime. I'll see you guys later.
All right, bye.
Good night.
Man. Gee, I wonder if... Yeah. You can hear him moving crap around. I like it. I like the part where Franco's moving crap around, dressed as Batman.
It's good. I like it. It's good. I like it.
Obi-Wan DiDio. Hey, Kathleen. I got a good story. It involves Ethan Van Sciver and Rags Morales. All right, I like it.
Jeff Johns is going to draw it and
Jeff
write
Johns
it.
is going to draw it. Exactly. I'm talking to Jeff Johns tomorrow, supposedly. I think I am. He wants to. He's like, hey, let's do 3 Jokers. I'm like, sure. He was the keynote speaker at last week's Ringo's. Oh,
why don't you tell another boring story, Johnny?
what? Boy, you're disheveled there, Batman. Mid costume change. Bruce, are you Batman? No. I was just reaching for my comb.
I couldn't get the cowl off all the way.
Looks good on you. You look like a knight. Like if you didn't have the bat emblem, I would think you were like a knight in the King Arthur times.
I'm a bat knight.
You're a knight who says knee. Absolutely. What is Ed saying here?
With the headphones.
Landalorian Calrissian. Oh, well, I like that. Secretly hated that abbreviation as well. All right, there you go. Very good. Kingdom Come Batman. Perhaps indeed. Did you guys see that? It's okay if you didn't, but it's on YouTube. The Kingdom Come table read. We had.
What else did you do besides just Baltimore last week, Johnny?
You know what I did? It's the letters are YM. That's what I did. Your mama.
You're welcome.
If you didn't have the decoder ring on, let me spell it out, please. Go on, Kathleen.
I know what that stands for.
You're Mandalorian.
Yes.
Yoda man.
Yoda man. Oh my god. No, the Kingdom Come table read went really well. It was George Newbern, Superman, and Susan Eisenberg, Wonder Woman, and Mark Waid narrated. Scene 1. This is really crappy. Go. No, he was good. He did a good job.
Bendis did a good job interviewing Jerry Conway. I saw that on Friday. That was excellent.
That was cool. Yeah, I agree. That was excellent. And Dave Gibbons and Tom King. That was fun. Saturday. We had Louise Simonson interviewed by Christy Blanche of Comics Muncie. And Franco was doodling and eating cereal. Did you eat cereal while you doodled on Saturday?
What's that?
He can't hear you. I got my earphones on. Can't hear you. Did you doodle and eat cereal on Saturday during Kids Love Comics at Baltimore Comic-Con? What kind of cereal did you eat? Kaboom.
This is riveting. Riveting questions. Riveting.
Hey man, by all means, continue on where the nun and the priest are screwing an owl by my car
It
trunk.
was a good story. No, you're never going to hear it, Johnny.
Hey, man.
I understand. Jimmy Dunn, Magic Spoon, very nice.
Magic Spoon.
I don't know what that means either. All right, everyone's filled with conversation. This is fantastic. At least I actually have something of weight as opposed to the nun and the owl with the priest. Isn't that your book with Sarah? The Nun and the Owl?
I don't know. I was telling a story, but then someone yelled at me.
All right.
Hey, how about Sean Connery?
Yeah, he's
How
dead,
about
I
him?
heard.
Yeah.
How about him?
Back here, if you want to say hi.
I kind of figured exactly. I kind of figured we'd catch him on the way up to heaven, or perhaps down to hell.
Bingo.
Stan's already got a reservation for him.
He's working in the cubicle next door.
This is crap. How the hell did I get here?
He's robocalling for Donald J. Trump right now.
Didn't I send Mike the link? Yeah, I did. All right.
He's in the call center, calling people.
Was he underneath us? Maybe he's been like sitting. No, it's not 2 rows. I figured he'd be here by now. All right, what the hell's going on with Nate? Oh, that's funny. I sent my buddy like the link, to rent the Mr. Skin naked documentary. It's like less than $5. Nah, I better not spend it. Okay, whatever.
Riveting. Which credit card did he put it on, Johnny? Or did he do PayPal? Venmo? Did he do Venmo? Because that's fascinating.
I watched a good documentary on Vimeo, and it was all about Frank Sinatra's Palm Springs homes. They were very, very. It was cool. There you go. Guess what? My story's over.
What realtor did he use?
Your mama. Once again, your mama Holmes.
Wow.
Your mama owns a gold jacket.
Yoda Man.
2 bedroom, 2 bath I have. You'll like this cave. Very spacious it is. I can see Yoda as a realtor. What planet did they train on? I don't even remember.
Dagobah.
Dagobah, exactly. Century 21, Dagobah. Very good neighborhood. Very few hoodlums.
Obi-Wan sent him there, but he couldn't bother to tell him that when he was still alive.
Oh, no basements are there on Dagobah. Just caves.
Many caves.
What realtor do you think Yoda would use?
Your mama. Once again, I'm on fire tonight. Oh, Dolly, I'm hot tonight, and Stan would agree.
10.
A burning itch in your crotch is not the same thing as being on fire.
Jimmy Dunn, favorite Sean Connery movie, and why is it Zardoz? 2 words, red diaper. Remember he wears like the cotton piece?
No.
Say hello. Listen, or no, isn't that Zardoz? Or is it, what's the one that's he's on the space station and it's like high noon, but it's high noon in space. Isn't that Zardoz?
I think so. I haven't seen it, but I've seen the pictures of him in that red.
Why are you going somewhere?
I feel like, and I don't want to speak for Obi on this, but I feel like, unfortunately, Sean Connery from our generation is better known for Daryl Hammond's Sean Connery impression than Sean Connery is for his movies. Because all my Twitter feed was just full of those Daryl Hammond, Sean Connery impressions, nothing from the real Sean Connery.
So take swords for 50.
Ape tits.
Exactly. S words. No, Mr. Connery, it's S words. I'll take saber. Wrong, sir. But it began with a bloody S.
Your mother. To fit your mom thing.
Exactly.
Your mother, Trebek.
Oh my God. Yeah, you're probably right, sadly.
When I was a kid, I didn't realize that Sean Connery from Last Crusade was the same guy who was James Bond. I didn't put the two together because he looked so different.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I just didn't know.
40 years later, I can appreciate that.
He wasn't even old enough to really be Harrison Ford's dad, right? He looked so old that it was believable.
Yeah, they were the same age.
Yeah, they were pretty close.
Mm-hmm.
His last movie was in 2012, and it was animated, and it was called Sir Billy. And let's see here. A retired veterinarian living in a remote Scottish village encounters a goat who thinks it's a dog, an admiral who's afraid of the water, and a beaver who was raised by rabbits.
Franco's about to chime in.
That's fascinating, Johnny.
I'm just saying his last movie.
I love goats.
Yeah, that's great. Listen, Charles Dickens, don't get me wrong. You're a wonderful storyteller. And really, I look forward to Nicholas Nickleby too. It's even longer. He played Sir Billy. Yes, hello. I'm a goat raised by rabbits. That makes sense.
Why don't you tell us what he ate for breakfast that morning, Johnny?
Look at it, I just like the way it looks on his face. It's the 2 sets of eyes. It's the nose and mustache and partial beard creeping out. Here. Jimmy's several episodes of Oh Yeah Behind. Have you guys discussed Ted Lasso yet? I love it. Jason Sudeikis' TV show. Very funny. It's on Apple.
Wow.
Tim Apple.
That's right.
Tim Apple.
2 Corinthians.
Frederick Douglass doing a lot of great work in the community. Keep it up. Yeah, no, you got more by all means. All you got is nothing. You ain't got a thing. If I could beat De Niro for a second, you got nothing. You ain't got a thing.
Say it again.
Sir sucks a lot. I'm on fire today. Francis, you are my pincushion today, and your mama. Once again, stunned silence.
What's that?
Good Lord. Where's Nate? You know how desperate I am? Where's Negan? Please come and pick up the party, will you please? Jesus.
I can't hear you.
Kathleen.
You were talking about Sinatra. I watched Young at Heart yesterday.
Oh, a good one.
Yeah.
Debbie Reynolds, right?
No, Doris Day.
Doris Day, of course. Shame on me.
Yeah, this is I think probably the 4th Sinatra movie I've watched in the past month, and every time he's a completely different person. It's pretty amazing what he does.
We should probably talk about Sinatra movies.
I would be happy to. What other Sinatra movies have you seen, sir?
It came from Brooklyn.
Yes, it happened in Brooklyn. Sure,
that's the one. It happened in Brooklyn.
Came from Brooklyn.
Who came in Brooklyn?
Sinatra. It's scary as hell.
Who came in Brooklyn?
Exactly. Frank was humping the wall the other day.
Brooklyn Decker, she's pretty.
So there's that one. It came from Brooklyn. I watched Pal Joey the other day.
Love Pal Joey, Kim Novak.
Pal Joey, yep. And he was really an unlikable character in that movie.
Yep.
And
then Rita Hayworth.
Yep.
Big fan.
What else was there? Oh, From Here to Eternity. That's another one.
That's the Oscar-winning Sinatra movie.
That's true. Supporting actor, I think, right?
That's right. I was in that movie. I'm Burt Lancaster. I
right.
was having sex with Deborah Carr on the beach, and the waves were crashing. It was very sexy.
There's a famous scene in that movie when they're on the beach.
That's true. It's true,
That's
Batman.
why he's the best of the best.
Thank you, Batman.
I'm sorry.
There he is. Bruce Wayne as Nickleby.
Scene in that movie when he's making love to someone on the beach.
Yeah. Oops. There we go. That's better.
The other one was High Society with
That's it. That's a good one. Hey, how you doing? Guess what? I used to be married to Grace Kelly. Now I'm not anymore.
That's right.
Hey, I think someone muted my mic.
We can hear you. I liked that movie. I like their duet. Have you heard It's in the Stars?
I liked The Lady.
And that was
I was looking for that clip all day to put on the show, and I can't find it on YouTube anymore. Because we talked about The Lady when we were chatting today.
I posted it on the I Like Pink site a while back. I'll dig it up and send it to you.
Oh, it's bad because honestly, I could not find it on YouTube. It was driving me crazy. The Lady.
Wayne Newton.
I did watch last Saturday, or I DVR'd it because I was busy with Baltimore. A Jack Benny episode with Wayne Newton when he was a kid. You see, and it was fantastic because man, when he was a kid, he was creepy. All right, I should find that on YouTube. I'll find a quick young Wayne Newton clip, and he has bigger cheeks than I do right now, and I got big cheeks. I won't deny.
Fascinating.
There you go. Beth Franco's voice is slowly morphing into Bane.
Fascinating.
Nothing. He's just gonna be a fly in the ointment tonight. This is gonna be a great episode. I can already tell because Franco's in douche mode.
I was born in douche mode.
Oh man, Stan, you're our lobby card for this episode.
Oh,
I don't know if you saw that, but if you go to YouTube and search, it says, "Oh yeah, hallow, ween."
very good. That will help my call center greatly. So thank you very much, Jonathan.
You getting a lot of calls tonight over there?
Oh yeah, Halloween night is a busy, as President Trump will say, busy.
Like the guy from Frosty the Snowman.
Oh right.
Busy.
Messy. Oh, it's slowly turning into Cosby a little bit.
No, that's Willie DeWolf from Billy DeWolf from whatchamacallit.
Messy. He says.
From Frosty. Busy.
That's right.
Yeah, you guys are on the brink of slipping into Cosby, though. I could tell.
Cosby won.
All right, I found
I have a
Dick
seat
Clark.
for him down here. Believe me.
I found Dick Clark interviewing young Wayne Newton, and when you see his face, you guys are gonna freak. All right, here it is. Let's see. Share audio. Ink. All right.
Dial up.
Courtesy of Media Archives. Lit up.
That's him?
Last
Yeah.
time I saw you, you were working pretty hard at the Crescendo. Now, you take it to other places this summer.
Well, I just closed there last week.
A very good-looking young man.
If
I might say.
His
bury me.
his face still moves here.
Like I've got.
Yes, this is pre
That doesn't count the rest.
what should we call?
Does traveling agree with you?
Well, I think it does with any single person.
Those
I know what
freckles.
that means.
He had those taken off when he
I
got the
enjoy
facelift.
traveling. I think it would be a little worse, if I were married or something like that. But I enjoy it now.
Some people solve that. They take the whole troop along. You take the kids and the wife.
All right, that story's getting as long as Franco's story. I'm gonna stop. There we go.
Franco, take the mask off, please.
Yeah, really. God. There you go.
I already did.
Oh, I apologize then.
But he left the stick up his butt. So we got that going for us.
Oh, I'm not the one that's got the stick tonight, gentlemen.
Ooh, wicked Corey Apple. Indeed.
Tim Apple.
Exactly. Man, my computer's so slow.
Oh, why don't you
Great
tell us
story.
another fascinating story?
All right. Waiting.
I have the Harley Quinn show on the way to the library. It's going to be waiting for me soon. I hear that's good. You
It
guys
is good.
You've seen it?
You'll
Yeah,
love it. You're gonna love it.
You're going to love it.
It is. It's very good. Bane is very funny in the show.
I also watched Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde from 1920. It was a silent film.
Oh, that's hard to watch.
No, it was really good. I was surprised. It was John Barrymore, the father of Lionel, I believe. From
No,
It's a
not
Wonderful-
the father, the younger brother. But that's
Oh,
all right.
brother. Oh,
Yeah, and younger
Thanks for
brother, in
playing.
fact. But that's
Thanks for
Wow.
playing. You're
Exactly.
negative points now.
oh my. Oh, apologies from Obi-Wan.
There
Hello
you
there.
go.
I'm channeling my inner Johnny.
Oh dear.
In other words, Dick.
Wow. The dark side clouds everything this evening, I see.
It's so rare that I have the upper hand with Francis, but here we are.
You don't have any upper hand. You're just being
You're in full stink mode. I
Douche
don't
nozzle.
know. I don't
Douche
know.
nozzle, as I've heard before.
That's all right. That's all right. No, continue. I want to hear about the Silent Dr. Jekyll.
It was good. It was almost like I was filling in the voices in my head.
Sure.
You don't hear anything, and they've got this music playing that they put in after the fact, like years later, maybe
Yes.
10 years ago. They just added this music to have
Yeah.
something in there. But it was really scratchy, really low quality print of the film, but it almost added something to it. And the guy who was Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde was creepy, really creepy. But it was funny because he had these fake hands, these fake rubber hands when he was Mr. Hyde. And at one point first time he turns into Mr. Hyde, he's looking around. He goes to leave his laboratory, and he's trying to open the door, but he can't because he has these rubber hands with the fake fingers on there. So he's like grabbing the handle, and finally he gets the door open, and he goes to grab the handle and misses it, and finally gets out. But I was impressed. I was really impressed by the whole thing, how creepy and weird it was, and parts of the story I'd never seen or heard before, like Dr. Jekyll's future father-in-law at the beginning of the movie takes him to something that's pretty much a strip club, and he's trying to tempt him. He calls one of the dancers off the stage and tries to get Dr. Jekyll to take her home. And this is the guy whose daughter is about to marry Dr. Jekyll, who's trying to arrange all this.
Right.
He's trying to get him to do something bad because Dr. Jekyll is so pure, so good. And Dr. Jekyll blames his future father-in-law for sending him down this dark path and turning him into, yeah, exactly.
That was my silent movie. Actually.
Yeah, there was a lot of that going on. Yeah, there's a ton of that. And it was good. A lot of things they added to the story that weren't in the original short story. Yeah. Text.
If you will.
Yes, the original Jedi texts.
Well, I can explain the soundtrack thing, because obviously silent films had no soundtrack, obviously, because they were silent, but because the local theater would obviously have the organ.
Really?
Player.
Because they were silent? They had
they would have organ players. And I'm not talking about those organs, but I'm talking about organ players. Absolutely. They keep discovering all these old silent films from around the world, because obviously they were distributed globally. And it's great because, films that are considered lost and had been for decades, suddenly it's like, hey, at Peru, we got 2 copies of Dr. Jekyll. You want them? It's like, yeah, we do. So, and also it's amazing. We're over 100 years. We're really at like 110 years for the beginnings of film. And I was talking to my buddy Steve Darnall, who's a big old-time radio expert, about great Halloween radio dramas. War of the Worlds is too obvious. There's even better ones. And we were talking about the golden age of radio started in 1930. So really we're at 90 years. And we were both like, wow, can you golden age of radio is going to be 100 years old soon. And they're still playing the shows. It's pretty amazing. And they're great. They're still good.
Yeah, you can find a lot of them just on Spotify.
Yes, absolutely. And the Internet Archive as well. That has a ton. So we were talking about Lights Out. Lights Out, Bill Cosby, is there's a whole routine about a Lights Out episode, Chicken Heart.
Chicken Heart, yeah, of course. A classic Cosby.
But that is a real Lights Out radio episode about a chicken heart that grows gigantic and eventually engulfs the world. And as ridiculous as that sounds, it's as good as any 40s or 50s horror movie you could think of. Horror movie, if you will.
I didn't realize that was a real thing. I thought Cosby was just making it up.
No, that's total. And it's, if you listen, I'll find a Lights Out episode.
You see,
they're public domain. You see.
It's a gigantic chicken heart.
Yes. Oh, all right. We'll talk about Gigantic Chef's gigantic adventures lately as well. All right, Lights Out radio.
Lights Out.
That's here. You'll hear one of the beginnings, and literally, I'll just play you the very beginning of the show, and you'll hear how creepy it was. Can you hear it or no? Hold on.
No.
All right, hold on. That's what I thought. And also I'm sorry, hold on. The sponsor of the show was Ironized Yeast for your baking needs. If that wasn't scary enough. All right, here it is. And this is an episode, as it says, called Cemetery from 1942.
This looks great.
Nothing.
I love it.
You're not even watching it, Franco.
You're missing the scary beginning, where they're talking in meter with the.
We can't hear it.
Yeah,
can you not hear it?
No sound.
Oh, all right.
I got a great idea. Let's put up a silent film and then watch it as we're on a pod.
Stick up his ass, everybody. How are you? Full throttle.
It's great.
I'm mad
Great.
because Johnny made fun of me during my little story.
Everybody.
To be fair, he didn't finish the story.
That's all right. I don't care.
It is later than you think.
I've had more entertaining shits than this thing.
Could you hear it there?
Yeah. Yes.
It sounds like a serial killer is the narrator of the show.
Is that the beginning of every one? Is it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
It always starts out very disturbing, especially for 1942. Hey, my kid can't fall asleep because of your stupid lights out program. I want my money back.
How hard was it for those people who were radio entertainers to transition over into TV and film? Did a lot of them get left behind, do you think, or did a lot of them make that transition right?
It was half and half, and just like the Silence to this Talkies, but people like William Conrad, Jake and the Fat Man.
Oh, yeah.
He's Marshall Dillon on Gunsmoke. And he's this like great leading man because of that beautiful voice of his. But then he was on TV and it's like, yeah, I can still do Gunsmoke. And it's like, yeah, maybe not.
Yeah. I didn't like the title of that show, Fat Shaming.
Jake and the Fat Man. that great Norm Macdonald bit. Hey, William, we got you as the lead on a show called Jake and the Fat Man. Bad news. You're not Jake.
The guy who was
even Franco's laughing. All right, see.
Well, he's laughing because it was Norm Macdonald.
I know, that's why I'm doing. You see,
no, I was laughing because I was thinking about the end of my
your
story.
Mama. I was thinking about your mama.
I was thinking about the end of my story and how funny it was.
Yeah, great.
This Franco's story is going to become like Ghost Stories, where it's just this legendary thing that we talk about. Franco, will you finish your story tonight? Yeah, at the end of the show, and then he never does.
That's true. That's probably a true statement right there.
It's probably silent film and only listen to the auto. Have Franco and Fuego.
I wonder how many people listening to this episode are really enjoying it right now.
Yeah, I know. We only got like 3 people watching right now. That's not true. We have more than that.
No. Hopefully they're hopped up on candy and they think it's great.
And 2 of them are Artie and Mike Negan watching them.
Yeah, I don't know where the hell Negan is. I sent the link. I'm pissing everybody off tonight. That's my job.
It's about time for a special guest to enter.
Oh no! It's
hello there.
It's Demon
Obi-Wan.
It's Demon Satan Obi-Wan. It's the 3PO from Rise of Skywalker that gets evil for 5 minutes.
Oh my
dear friends that I've only met 5 minutes ago, I must say goodbye to you.
John is stuck in a haze. Is he okay? I can barely see him, and I have lights on my eyes. Hello, Obi.
Oh, hello there,
Obi. Obi.
That's what it says, Obi.
That's true, but I just like that you're calling him Obi. 3PO.
My good friend Obi-Wan Kenobi, who I've known since my creation, but I never mentioned it to him until way later.
It's a problem. Ah, here he comes.
Oop.
Wait a minute. It must be a transmission from Earth 2. Ba-da-ba-ba-bum-bum.
Hello there, old
Do I
friend.
look like a cop? Welcome to the Oh Yeah podcast.
hello there.
Thank God Artie got here.
Nobody cares.
Sorry.
Uh-oh. I got news for you, Bruce. You're not the only Cape Crusader in this building.
I don't know who you're talking about, Bruce. I'm Batman.
Oh, that's good. And
Bruce.
new action figure, all red 3PO, not just the one arm. Oh, here we go.
Yes.
Do you see what's happening here?
That's my good friend Ben Affleck.
Hello.
Oh,
Gee whiz, Batman. Let's
welcome to the Oh Yeah podcast.
Hi, George Clooney. How are you?
I'm Batman from the South Side, wearing my bandana.
Hey, how long have you been on the show yet? Has Johnny called you a douche yet?
No, but once he does, it will be time for justice.
Robin, please remove the bat stick out of my ass.
Sweet for Batman.
Oh,
I like it.
yes.
Oh,
Oh, look, and
Drunk
Satan
sweet.
even has a Batman glass in hell. That's a big popular drink container.
I think
Down in hell.
Obi-Wan needs to draw a bat symbol on his gallon of water.
Yes.
That's true.
I could use some blue milk right about now.
Hey,
And
could
Johnny,
you?
if he gets thirsty, he can just drink his bong water.
When you're
Johnny's dressed like the podcast king, the super vile villain.
Johnny is just like the Podfather.
yes, that's right. I'm the Podfather.
Johnny took a nap right before the pod, so he's all hyped up and acting like a dick.
I'm gooped up on goth. Yeah, Frankie
Secretly
can't.
called.
Frankie
the
can't handle the
sleeper.
truth, in the words of Tom Cruise in A Few Good Men.
Were you acting up, Johnny?
I was. I stopped him dead in his tracks already when he was on his fifth hour of his story.
Well,
It involves a nun, a priest, and a car trunk.
what's
car
your favorite
trunk?
Halloween story, Batman? We were telling our favorite Halloween trick-or-treat stories from
Just be
years gone
careful.
by.
30 seconds in, Johnny will yell at you because it's
And,
boring and it takes too long.
Then I showed up, and then my friend had a costume, and then
I almost had one tonight,
Oh,
but we will not share this because people know that Batman goes online now.
you look like Jake from State Farm with your headset on, Batman.
Thank
you
you.
look like Jake,
Thank you,
not the fat
civilian.
man.
Yeah, that's right. Good news. You're not
Jake is
Jake.
now the skinny guy.
It's true.
Mhm.
Jake reminded me of Steve Stone.
Hey, how are you, Fat Man?
Oh, yeah.
Incidentally, we're gonna get something going on here.
I never watched that show.
They say, hey, we're pretty close, huh, Steve? Not that close. We make good partners. Not that good of a partner.
Who? That wasn't Harry. Who was that? Bob.
No, that
Bradley?
was the new guy,
Yeah, Bob
Jason
Bradley.
Bernetti.
Oh, that's
We
hilarious.
always make jokes with Steve. Say, we're pretty close. And Steve would say, not that close. We could go square dancing, huh, Steve? No, not with each other, no.
Andrew Clark wants to know what is everyone's number one Halloween scary movie.
Halloween. The movie Halloween.
Mine's The Exorcist.
Oh, yeah,
About
that is frightening.
Nightmare Before Christmas.
Oh,
I love that
was
movie.
terrifying.
That's funny as hell. I love when the little kid in her trick or treat bag. What'd you get, honey? And she pulls out the head,
The
and
head.
she's got the frown. Like she's not scared. She's bummed, and the parents start screaming.
I saw a cool joke this week, cartoon, and it's like the Charlie Brown joke, or I got a rock. And these kids were walking away from the guy's house, and they said, "What's soy sauce?"
Oh, that's
He said,
hilarious.
it's the guy. That's what happened.
Here you
with
go,
COVID.
sweet
all,
and sour for you.
all the
There you
takeout from COVID. It said,
go. Nice.
"What's
exactly.
soy sauce? What am I going to
You
do?"
know,
What's a-
The Great Pumpkin is on Apple TV only. It wasn't on normal TV this weekend.
Yeah, 'cause somebody bought it and then kept it hostage or something.
Apple
People
did.
are all upset.
Yeah, and I
They're
don't
not going
blame
to
them.
buy it and put it away because it's classic, man.
Yeah,
classic.
yeah. Come on, it's literally as I think old as I am. I
But
know
if you
Charlie
haven't
Brown
seen it
Christmas
in-
is.
Yeah, if you haven't seen it in 50 years, too late. Sorry. But you can buy it in DVDs. You can still
These-
get, ooh,
They used to
and
pair it
transform.
up with the Garfield Halloween. They used to play those back to back every Halloween for a while.
Really?
true.
Yeah, when I was growing up. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Linus. And he's waiting for the great pumpkin.
Chat. Yeah, he's shivering in the pumpkin patch.
The
And
pumpkin
Lucy-
shows up and says, "I'm Batman."
Lucy comes with his blanket to cover him
I like that mustache, Scoot.
or whatever.
Quarantine man now.
My
What,
wife
He's
saw your pictures today, Scoot, and she's looking at your kids and the cute little pumpkin baby and little Captain America, and she said, "Did you see what happened to Scoot?" I'm like,
what happened?
"Yeah, that's his quarantine guy character." She went, "Yeah, but he looks like that now." Like, yeah, he's going
Just for
all in.
Halloween. I did.
He's going. Why does he do that to himself? That's what she asked me. That's I'll find out. I'll get to the bottom of this for justice
Yeah, it's
to
just for
protect
Halloween.
C-3PO.
It's for
I like-
Halloween.
In that picture of his quarantine guy, he's standing there with a sweatshirt, and it looked like he put a piece of masking tape on himself, and it said #quarantine guy
Yeah.
on there.
I
Does
did.
it?
That
Yeah.
was good. Yeah.
People
Just a piece of
recognize
tape.
me.
That's
They
funny.
would wave, taking pictures.
I like that. I like it a lot. It's
The
good.
locals.
It's good.
I
You missed
enjoyed-
Obi-Wan DiDio earlier.
Yeah.
Really?
All
Was he
right,
here?
listen, I got an idea. I went to Hoth and I got a great idea for a comic book. We're gonna get Jeff Johns, Ethan Van Sciver, and I don't know, Obi-Wan Kenobi, and it'll be good. I like it.
Yes, it's good. I like it. I like it. It's good. It's good. I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it.
That's good.
Yes.
That's good, Kathleen.
All right, Kathleen, got a good idea for a comic. All right, good. I like it.
Yes.
For justice. It'll be about Batman. Batman will be on Hoth.
Now, isn't that great? You can do all the different voices for Batman. You got your Christian Bale Batman. You got your Adam West Batman, of course.
Christian Bale.
Adam West is like the FM DJ Batman. We've got Steely Dan and Boss Skaggs coming up later.
Kevin Conroy is good too.
Well,
Yes, I think so.
Batman. I like
Batman.
Bale, Christian Bale. Also, you could distort your face to look like him.
That's true.
Yeah, because he couldn't breathe out of his nose. In that man.
And then Joker says, "No, you don't start with the head. No, I don't want to kill you."
Good stuff.
You'd make a good Joker, Johnny. And paint your head white.
Me? Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, body green. Take your shirt off, and you'd be awesome.
Nobody wants to see that. Nobody wants to see that. I'd be a Joker with a barcode on my gut.
You could be a Heath Ledger Joker. We could write on you.
Yeah, the Chicago Heath Ledger Joker.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
He was from Chicago.
And you don't even have to laugh. You just go, eh. That's the way he laughed. Like if someone's choking him slowly. We'll edit that out. That makes no sense.
Yeah, that was good. No, I enjoyed every part of that. That was
I liked it too. For
the George Clooney Batman voice, or you could just talk in your normal voice.
Yeah, well, you got to tilt your head. So how's it going, Freeze? Guess what, Freeze? I'm Batman. I got all these kids now, Batman. Freeze. Where's Alfred? He's sick. Oh, give him 2 of these. Okay. He's one of the best Batmans. I don't care. People yell at me. Say he is. He's playing a good Batman.
He like blames himself. He blames himself for the movie, and it's like, yeah, you weren't bad in the movie. It was everything around you that sucked.
With all the stuff you said, stick it out.
He's one of the best. He's only behind Adam West, Kevin Conroy, Michael Keaton, Christian Bale,
and
Ben Affleck, and Val Kilmer, and then he's the next one.
Well, at least he's in the top 10.
Is that your order?
Yeah, yeah, that's my order.
He's in the top 10 though. Swig for Johnny.
Hey, you're in the top 3.
How could we forget Diedrich Bader? He's a good Batman too.
Yeah, he's awesome.
He's one of our favorite Batman because he talks to us.
I like him. Oh, it's good. Like
Franco has a good story about meeting Diedrich Bader because it's short and to the point.
Yeah, we met him.
We might hear it someday, but not today.
I know the same story. I was there.
Actually, were you there? I don't know if
I was.
That one. All right.
Yeah, he was. If it's the hotel lobby story, I was there.
No, I was singing at the table. I was singing at your guys' table.
Diedrich Bader at our table?
Yeah, he walked by your table.
I don't know this one. Or maybe I was, but I don't. Yeah, I remember. One time I met him was at the hotel lobby because we saw him and said, "This Batman." And he heard us whispering, "Hey guys!" We're like, "Oh, hey man!" And we shook his hand. I remember telling him, wait, what did I say that later? That you're the voice from Ace. Yeah, we did say that to him. You're the voice for Ace in our cartoons. That's great.
Yeah, he Franco told him that as well when we saw him there at your table. And once again, a story in 10 seconds. Thank you.
Oh man, there's intensity going on here. Franco's like saying FTG to Johnny, and Johnny's sowing his oats now. Whirling, what do you call it? The seeds.
It's payback. Yeah. My mom gave me my copy to
so I would have clicked off by now. I would have said, I gotta go pick up my son. Even though he's home. But that was true. I had to do all these things. But I was being tempted by another.
Do we watch AP Bio?
AP Bio?
No.
What is
that? Patton Oswalt?
Yes.
There you go.
That was real short, Johnny.
Diedrich Bader was a great Batman on the animated Brave and Bold. Oswald from the Drew Carey Show. Indeed, you're all correct.
Yeah, that's one of my favorites. That Brave and Bold. I played that song when my kids were little and they would dance. Gordy was like 5. It was cool. It was really good, and it came right after Teen Titans. It was before Teen Titans Go. Yeah, it was in between. It was really good.
Yeah, that Michael Jelenic and James Tucker, the producers, I had them on when it was up and running, right before the Justice Society episode of Brave and Bold, and then that kind of started my friendship with James Tucker, and he's been on Word Balloon like 5 or 6 times.
Tucker,
he's good.
Tucker!
He's good.
Tucker.
What about the Lego Batman movies? Anybody seen that?
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah, I seen it twice.
Very, very funny. Will Arnett.
And Billy D. Williams in there too.
Hey,
is any Two-Face in that one?
No, that's the regular Lego movie where he shows up. But
there's no chicks in this. He
let's blow this place away. Him and
just a bunch of dudes.
Him and
says that, I think.
Oh God, Dante, have you ever seen Filthy Rich? I think Kim Cattrall is hilarious in it. I have not seen Filthy Rich. Yeah, she's the old lady on Sex and the City. But she's the young hot one that was in Porky's.
She was a mannequin too.
That's right, mannequin, of course.
Girl C-3PO.
With Andrew McCarthy. One of the great Andrew McCarthy films. How often do you hear that? How often do you hear that statement?
One of the Andrew McCarthy?
Well, yeah, one of the great ones. That and, of course, Weekend at Bernie's.
Oh, Pretty in Pink guy. He was
That's right.
In the 90s, all the jerks who played bullies and jerks were always blonde, handsome fellas.
Yep. And he's in Brat Pack.
The bad guys. Yeah, that's right.
Yep. Oh, I agree with Mario. Actually, I think it was actually better than It Wasn't Bad. I thought it was a very good movie. The Superman Man of Tomorrow animated movie. Yeah, that's the new DC Universe animated movies after James Tucker's reign as the supervising producer.
Tucker!
He's handed the job over to somebody else, and now he's working on other stuff.
Tucker! Yeah. Everybody Breaking Bad fans know. I know that reference. Yeah.
Plus, she was Big Trouble in Little China, and indeed she was Kim Cattrall.
I didn't like her in that one.
Oh, I did.
She didn't look right with the makeup on when they painted her face green and stuff.
Well, yeah, they had her kabuki-like.
I didn't like it. I wanted the other one, and he chose her because of the green eyes, but it wasn't right because the rarity of the green eyes is only in the Asian ethnicity. It wasn't in her. Her mom probably has green eyes, So I didn't like that part. I wanted a different one. It's true. It's true. I'm not lying to you, Johnny. It's true. It's all true. It's all true. Do I look like a cop?
See, Artie came to play.
Yoko Chips is enjoying some death sticks, I see. Kathleen.
I had to wipe. My face got moist on that one, Johnny.
You got intense on us, man. You got all Batman on it.
Mm-hmm. I had a dream one time I was camping.
Best 66 Batman villain. Call it out.
Said I was too tense. What?
Call it out. Best 66 Batman villain could be a one shot. I guess, yeah, let's say the best one shot 66 Batman villain.
Go with Egghead. He's got a big head.
Yes, but I did more than one exquisite episode.
I don't know who's the season when there was a bunch of old people were always the bad guys, like the Black Widow and the guy with the pipe. I hated those as a kid. They reminded me so much of like when they run out of ideas, they get an old guy. Here, put this suit on. We need you. You come on in here. We'll do this for Superman 3 too. We'll just get old guys, and then we'll just bring the only old guy at work was Gene Hackman. Everyone else old. Let's make it. Hey, we got a story for a Supergirl movie.
Well, he wasn't that old
people.
He wasn't that old when he did it, Gene.
But everyone else, like when you're a kid, when you're 10 years old, and you make Supergirl, oh, cool, they're making a Supergirl movie? Who's she fighting? An old lady and an old guy.
And Peter O'Toole, exactly.
Can't even understand what they're saying.
Hello. Yeah.
Hello. Like, hello, Supergirl.
Yeah,
like,
that was
no, where's the bad guy? No. And then Superman 3, old guy. And then
is that Robert Vaughn? I guess that's Robert Vaughn.
The guy with the pipe in the Batman show, all he had to do was sock him or turn the light off and he'll fall over.
That was Rudy Valley from the 20s.
I hated it.
Who literally, because they didn't have microphones back then, so he would sing through a megaphone and be, "Your time is my time."
I hated
Art Carney was bad.
I hated that 70s Spider-Man made-for-TV movie because all of his great villains, and they didn't have any of them in that movie. It was like a mind control bad guy or something.
Was talking to Mark Miller last Saturday.
Hello.
and he was reminding me that the Nicholas Hammond Spider-Man TV show, the pilot and one other episode was presented as like a feature-length movie.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And he's like, I saw it. It was a movie. It wasn't on TV.
Yeah, that's how I saw it too.
The Batman movie, Adam West?
Spider-Man.
The Nicholas Hammond Spider-Man TV show.
Oh, yeah. I have a movie poster of that too.
That's the one where
before his eyes. Yeah, go
when
ahead.
he shoots his web, it looks like he's throwing a fishing net on the guy.
Yeah, and it goes real slow. It goes up and falls.
Yeah.
I'm sorry,
ninjas.
King Tut also, much like Egghead, more than one episode.
Old guys. All the old people were in one episode.
Victor Bruno, too fat.
Episodes.
What about the Riddler, but not Frank Gorshin? It's
John
the other
Astin.
guy. Yeah,
the Addams
Yeah, he
Family,
was in
John
one.
Astin.
yeah, that sucked.
I'm going to go with
was
Sammy
like-
Davis Jr.
Was he in it? Hey,
Well,
man.
he did when they were crawling on the wall or climbing up the building. Hey man, how you doing? Hi Robin. How's
Oh,
it
that's
going?
right. He was.
Come get your calm.
Hey, man.
Hey,
Why'd you
man.
put pants on, man?
And so did Jerry Lewis did a window. Oh, hi Robin. Way flaming.
But lady.
Did Jamie Farr do one?
Hey, Cape Crusaders.
Don't mind me. I'm eating Pacos in here. I know you
So
can
good with a
smell
hot
the
dog?
aroma of the pickles.
Hey,
Gosh,
man.
yes.
Hey, man.
If you run out of rope, here's some arm hair. Try this.
Just grab on it.
My body hair.
It works just like Velcro. Just rub it and you can put balloons on me.
It's the man from Toledo.
Ignore
Gosh,
him,
yes,
Rob.
Batman.
Ignore him, Robert. Holy Toledo! That's what he'd say.
Hey,
How
I
could he-
love that place.
How could he miss that? How could he miss that moment?
And they had his goons were all guys with real like big noses and body hair.
That's right. The only
No,
old
they were.
guy,
They look like pickles.
the only old episode, the only old guy I liked, the old lady I liked on her was Ma Barker, because that was a cool episode. But she was tough. She had a gun and machine gun and stuff. I liked
Yeah,
that one.
She sucked.
Plus, I knew her. I knew her from Samson Delilah.
Yes,
That's where I knew her from.
Franco, what are you working on?
Yeah, boy,
Stuff.
oh boy.
Boy, like
Stick his up his pooper. I'm just saying. There you go. Yep. Oh, Zelda the Great. There's a good one. There's a good
Zelda.
one. Another
Oh,
old lady.
then she married. That was a girl married Batman for the diamonds or something.
No, that was Marsha, Queen of Diamonds.
Boy.
Also in more than one episode. That was Carolyn Jones.
Marsha,
So both-
Queen of Diamonds was better as we got older.
Again, all
Zelda.
these great villains in the comic books. Why'd they have so many crappy ones on that show?
Yeah, I don't know. Zelda
Or-
had Aunt Harriet over the cauldron, over the burning cauldron, tied with a rope and her.
Oh,
And
that's
bound
right.
and gagged. I just wanted
Wasn't
to point that out.
Zsa in there too? Zsa Zsa Gabor
Yes.
was in there too, wasn't she?
Aunt Harriet
What
sucked.
was her name? Minerva, I believe, was
Yeah,
not
season.
for-
Yeah,
season 3. I want to say, yeah.
all the old guys.
Darling.
Season 3.
How
Open
about
the door for all the old actors in the world.
all right,
Come on
another-
our show.
another old guy in more than one episode, Louis the Lilac, as
Oh
what's his
yeah,
name? If you get a chance, Kevin Smith and Ralph Garman are doing commentaries over the old 66 episodes on Hollywood Babylon. Of course, Ralph knows his Batman 66 and wrote the Green Hornet team. You're absolutely right, Dante. That's true. Oh, this is nice. Reviewed Itty Bitty Hellboy for our Halloween podcast tonight, Kevin.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
Kevin.
Fine, huh?
Thank you.
Oh yeah, Eisner Award winning.
Well, he didn't say if he gave it a good review, guys.
That's true.
Doesn't
yeah.
matter.
Send us the link. I want to see it. Send us the link.
There you go. Send the link,
Yeah,
Kevin.
put it on. Put it in the chat or anywhere.
Attaboy. Already knows what
I'll
he
This
said.
is
retweet
what I
it.
wore
I'll
to the
retweet.
Itty Bitty Hellboy premiere party. I wore
Did you?
this same outfit. Yeah. See, it's black and red.
I wore this. This is the future. This is the apocalypse version because I got the bandana. Dark side is close.
Kevin gives it a Roger Tastic review, Itty Bitty Hellboy.
I like Roger. I must save Robin. Or
Are
is
you
it?
excited for the Snyder
Rachel?
cut, Artie?
Yeah, I am. I'm gonna sign
Oh,
up
yeah.
to. I'm gonna sign up for that because I heard multiple things about all Michael Keaton. Keaton was the first one to say, "I'm Batman," but he said it in Keaton voice. When you watch it, you always think, "I'm Batman." He didn't say it like he went, "I'm Batman." He just whispered it to him. Everyone else does their impression. That's not what Keaton did. But anyway, Keaton Keaton was he said that he's going to be on the Flash, and then there's rumors, or he said it, Batman Beyond. He announced it on Kimmel. I watched the clips, and then he said something about him being in another one, and Ben Affleck being in another one. So I think there's going to be multiple Batman movies on HBO Max, and I hope they do this. I hope they go crazy. I hope there's multiple Supermans, multiple everybody. I want all Flashes. I want them all on there. So man, I can't wait. And because of that interview, now I'm going to get it. I'm going to get HBO Max. That's what it's called. HBO Max.
Don't you already have HBO?
No, we canceled it after Game of Thrones. We got rid of it. We didn't
Really?
watch it. Yeah, we almost canceled after Sopranos, and then we were watching something else, and then we were watching the one where the people were falling from the sky and they were dying. Like half the people died or something.
You didn't watch Watchmen?
No, I missed it. We got rid of HBO. HBO's.
Do you know the creator of like the original Watchmen comic? He used to work as a janitor. He worked his way up in a comic.
From a toilet.
I heard he used to have a plunger on his tool belt.
Yeah, he literally climbed out of a toilet to write
comics. He had a rougher
childhood
travel than you did
than anyone on Earth. Yeah. It's amazing how he was able to write comics, but not draw them because he can't draw. Only write them. Not like us, where we write and draw. I don't know why he can't do that.
He did early on, but all right.
Nah, he sucks.
All right.
Yeah, he still sucks. He only wrote one good story.
Yeah, he
only wrote The Killing Joke. That's it. That's the only book he wrote that was good.
All right. Sure.
It's good. It's not rich enough to Joker. He was a comedian who lost his soul.
Hey, Artie, another moment of silence for, as you're in Frozen moment. We Spawn.
Weiss. All right. We'll do it for real.
No, silence was too long.
Yeah, I was going to say, unfortunately, due to someone with a stick up their butt, there's been a lot of uncomfortable moments of silence on tonight's podcast.
Connery, man. Indiana Jones is dead. The best. Junior. Anybody to a fight. The best 007 of all time.
Yeah,
he showed people how it was. The hairiest chest, the most beautiful man on the planet. He was the most beautiful man for decades.
I have the inspiration of all the Bonds.
The inspiration for Austin Powers, by the way, mind you, if you will.
She talks in her sleep.
She talks in her sleep. Even Qui-Gon Jinn imitated him in episode 1. He imitated. She's no longer a slave. He said that. She's no longer a slave. So
I think there's the natural Scottish accent. I think Mark Miller would say it that way too. She's no longer a slave.
She's no longer a slave. And you can add an SH to any word, and Sean Connery can make it cool.
I don't see Negan, and I sent Negan a link in the email, so I don't know what his deal is. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he sensed that you were being a douche nozzle.
Ooh, you could turn the hose on. I watch a lot of Johnny shows, and you do get angry all the time, Johnny. You yell at everybody.
I do yell
all the time, every day. I don't know. I don't know how you deal with it. Every day you're angry. You have to wake up. Remember, some people know. Wake up and do things that make you happy. It's like you wake up and say, "I'm going to be man today." Just waking up and putting on my clothes.
No.
You know, it's because you have a Batman origin.
I had a good eight podcast days of being polite and nice to Baltimore people and everybody else.
How'd you survive the Baltimore weekend?
What, like an idiot? I really was. Let's just leave it at like an idiot. After that week or that weekend, I'm like, all right, I won't do any pods. I'll just do Star Trek pod and Outer Limits, and that's it. But
comics.
Exactly. And truly, I've like figured we'd have time to do an and literally it was like, okay, everybody just came out of the woodwork needing to do a podcast this week.
Yeah, they need to. That's the thing. I don't want to. I need to.
They all had projects that they wanted to talk about before Halloween. Or before
that Baltimore one. Every minute, every second of that weekend was Baltimore Comic-Con. And I chimed in a few times to watch a few seconds, but I was not, I don't know what I was doing, but I wasn't sitting there watching pods. But that was okay. And I was worried about you. And then when you told us that I don't have to talk today till 8 p.m. It was like, see,
It felt good.
that was so weird. It was so weird, Julie. So weird.
It was, I swear. Thanks to Gina Fit.
I swear. Okay.
He's
See, I
in a
imitate
great
everybody.
Satan's Travolta's in a great horror movie, Satan's School of Young Women, or whatever the hell it's called. I'm gonna find it. I got my
He drives that car. That car is crazy, Julie. See, I do impersonations.
and that's right.
So weird.
He's in Carrie. I forgot he was in Carrie.
Yeah,
right?
he is. He's naked in there too. I think they show his buttocks.
Blowout.
You got to look for it.
Yeah, blowout. I like blowout.
I just want you to look for it. That's all. Okay. And that's my John Travolta and my Joe Pesci together. Okay. It's together. You hear it? Okay.
How come with other people they resurrect? How come no one's trying to resurrect Kelly Preston? Boy, I'd like that.
Oh, what happened to her?
She
She
died.
gone?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, she died young, sir.
was she sick? What happened?
I can't remember, but we can look it up.
John Travolta's wife, right?
Yes, sir.
She was a good one.
Yeah.
Then he married Nicole Kidman, didn't he?
She's still
Who
alive.
married
isn't
her?
she? No.
Nicole Kidman's
No,
alive.
she died, no, but yeah, Kelly Preston died.
You know what I learned a few days ago? I learned that Verma Farmiga is in the second Godzilla movie. I didn't know this astounding fact. This is cultural movement we're upon us. Verma and Godzilla together? And I didn't know this. How come I didn't know this, Johnny?
I don't know, sir, but
You know everything, though. You know everything there is to know. On the internet, you have a towel on your couch. You know all these things.
if only
moisture.
if only
I
I
know
could
it's
have
for
a towel on
moisture.
my couch to hand you right now, but I put it behind the couch knowing we were going to pod.
You have a glove on the floor?
I do not have the glove on the floor currently.
It's
All right, let's see.
But you do have dry hands. I remember asking you that one time.
Oh, this is horrible.
I
So
felt his hands.
Kelly Preston died on July 12th of this year, only 57, and she had breast cancer, unfortunately.
Oh,
very sad.
She was a Scientologist, which is sad too.
Yeah, that too. But she was so hot.
yeah, she was cool. Yeah, I liked her.
I'll be honest.
John Travolta can't get a break.
Yeah. Now his hair is the next thing to go. We have
It's
to
already
raise some,
gone.
It
we have,
already went.
we have to raise
died.
some fun for his head.
His
Because
son
his
died
head
not
is
too
so
long ago.
weird looking now.
Yeah, his son did die a while ago. You're right, Francis. I was
But
gonna.
he looks different. His head had a different career. It's
His
on
hair-
a verge
His
of
hair
an
looks like
takeover.
G.I. Joe fake hair when it had like the felt or whatever it was, and then or it looks like AstroTurf. It looks like brown AstroTurf.
Hmm.
It does not look natural at all. And
Where's
that
gotta be
weird,
Astro?
that weird,
It's racist.
that weird Christmas video he made with Olivia Newton-John where he goes to visit her at his house.
Yeah.
I flew my plane and then I went over to her house. It was so weird.
You know, if you look at that and squint and put your eyes out of focus, it's like watching the Muppets.
So there you go. Oh, Andrew Clark gives us his favorite Connery movies.
I like Andrew Clark.
Bond,
He's good.
Indiana Jones 3, Highlander, Time Bandits. Time Bandits, he was amazing.
But wait, say that as in like James Bond, Indiana Jones 3, Highlander.
I'll let
Time Bandits,
Obi-Wan.
Untouchables.
Yes.
League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, such a great actor.
Indiana Jones. Junior.
Junior.
And who's going to come to save you, Junior?
I know, Dad.
He was named after the dog.
I like
That's
when
what
they're,
he
tied up,
was.
when they're tied up back to back. Dad, what? Dad, what?
It's a great man. I love those movies. They're so good.
She talks in her sleep.
It's honestly, he kind of saves 3. Although I do like when Indiana Jones is punching people on the Hindenburg. No ticket. I couldn't find the ticket, Schweinen.
Like when they what did he wanted to go on the train or plane, or when Indiana fought the guys and the dad looked at him with a look of disappointment.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was funny.
He's shooting all these guys, and Sean Connery's going, "Look what you did! I can't believe what you did! Come on, Dad."
Or how about
That's
he's
good.
got the umbrella and he shoots all the seagulls and stuff, and that's how they stop the plane. And he's just like,
I suddenly remembered my.
I forgot
my
about that
helmet.
part.
It's
But
a
my
shame.
arm-
He probably would have saved Crystal Skull would have been better with Sean
Yeah.
instead of poor John Hurt.
John Hurt. Oh, that's right. Another old guy. Why do they put old guys in the movie? They're not good. Unless you in the movie and you get older, like old Han Solo and old man Leia and old man Luke, they're already in it, so you know. Or like old man Star Trek guys.
Yeah.
They're old in it, but they graduate. You don't hire an old guy just to bring your movie down.
Old man Han and old man Luke were really good in the new ones, and it was just a shame that they both got killed off in each episode because they were that was kind of missing from that third one.
Yeah, they didn't know what to do with old man Leia after a while.
So
what's that?
What? What's that, Johnny?
I said their screen appearances were shorter than Franco's story.
Oh.
Franco's pissed.
It's real funny, Johnny.
Yep.
He's spooky today too.
Sorry, he's not going to talk to me for weeks now. Hey, let's do Trek Watch. Fuck you.
I wouldn't do it. I'd stay away. Do your own show.
Sorry.
Speaking of, hey, if you're around every day at noon, you should watch Famous Cartoonist Says Things every day at noon.
Oh,
I set the alarm clock every day at noon, man. Monday through Friday. I haven't skipped a day since I set my time. I set my alarm to destroy the vampire because the vampire, he comes to get you every day.
I like Scoot's like Zorro now with the mustache and the mask.
I like that.
I'm like adult Robin, Artie.
Yeah,
that's what he would look like. He would have his mustache.
He would.
Or not Pierce, Timothy Dalton. Timothy Dalton. I'm trying to think. Where did he wear a domino mask? Did he ever wear a domino? Maybe he didn't.
Timothy Dalton.
Yeah, maybe I'm misremembering.
He was in Flash Gordon.
Right,
I'm John Aston. He's the Riddler, Johnny.
That's true. Happy anniversary, dear Batman. He sings
really bad. You, Flash Gordon.
I forget why. I'm sure like Frank Gorshin was on like the Bold Ones or some other show when they were filming it. He couldn't do it. Riddle me this. Why am I not here?
Why wouldn't you just schedule another episode to be on if you couldn't get the
he had a movie or something?
I don't know.
I heard something like that too.
He was
Good thing Adam West didn't have anything to do.
Right. Commissioner.
Boy,
I just want to tear you apart. And your little friend too.
Tear you apart. And your friend too. And the commissioner.
You could tell that by the time Christian Bale got to the third movie, that voice was hurting him because he had to breathe.
As Catwoman, I don't know what to do.
He had to take breaths. The first one, if you watch Batman Begins, he's perfect. And then the second one with the Joker, he was a little, but Joker, but he had to keep up with him too. I don't want to kill you. I don't want to kill you. Oh, you'll never find. Where are they? You know, he's cool. He's the best. I still have to watch the Joker movie with the family. I'm gonna watch it. This is called a stream of consciousness, Johnny. This is what's happening in my head. It's popping in there. That's how I write comics too.
I have no problem with that, sir.
Sweet for Johnny.
Did you see Joker yet? And now you're gonna watch it with the family, or
I watched it once.
What did you think?
And it disturbed
I think
me.
again a year later.
About it.
We got to catch up. What did you think?
I still don't know if I liked the movie, but it was an excellent movie.
But it's in your head, isn't it?
It's there, and I want to watch it again. But I'm looking for the right moment because I don't know if it's going to affect my children in a certain way. My daughter she'll walk away, but Gordy might. Gordy watches movies, and if it doesn't come out the way he wants it to, like he gets mad at the movie, and then he rants about it and walks paces and walks around, gets mad. And so I'm like, oh, that's a cool reaction, but I don't want that to happen to him. But when we watched The Night of the Living Dead, he hates it because the guy, remember they shot him in the head. Spoiler! They shot him in the face at the end, bam, through the window. And that disturbed Gordy. When we still talk about that to this day, he still gets mad. I still get mad at the ending of How I Met Your Mother. I hate that last episode. It's such the worst thing that was ever put on TV. And there's no way that guy would go back to, I was so mad.
I
was so mad at that. Huh?
The whole show sucked.
Oh, I liked it. It's the first show,
sitcom
that you can actually binge watch and it actually continues. It's really good. But that's the only way to watch it. For
have
random
you guys watched
episodes.
Schitt's Creek yet?
No, I'm never going to watch that.
It's funny, Artie. You'll like it. Chris Elliott steals every scene he's in.
Oh, maybe. Right now I'm in the middle of Breaking Bad still. But I'm finished that up soon. And then Mandalorian.
Mandalorian, yeah. Johnny hasn't watched it, so we can't talk about it.
We should talk about it.
He's got to see his shoes.
I don't care. And also, again, I love how right away immediately spoils. Hey, blah. It's like, yeah, it's only been out for a day, but thank you. That's great.
I know. I had to watch it.
Obi-Wan was in it.
Obi-Wan? Hello. Is that what he goes? Hello. But I had to watch Mandalorian because I couldn't sleep. The vampire was on me. He was in my soul, choking my heart. And I went online. I went to draw. And I was at 4 a.m. and I clicked on Facebook and there were spoilers. I'm like, oh my God, what's spoilers at 4 a.m.? So I watched it right away. And then I already saw it 2.5 times, almost 3 times, because I watched it 2 times full and then went through different scenes the third time. So 2.5 times. It's so good, man. It's the best Star Wars that's ever been out since Luke Skywalker took off his father's helmet. Let me take this mask off. I never knew what the word mask off was. What is that? Help me take this mask off. But what is that? What did he do? He took his mask off. Oh, wait a minute. His mask off. Oh, I thought he said mask off. Oh, see, I thought it was like handkerchief. You know what I mean? Oh, all right. We'll edit that out. You know, finally, after 45 years of not knowing what mask off was. And you know what? I had a friend too who never know what you fought too trusty when he told Leia, you fought too trusty. And we were watching it. And he said, what is he saying? I don't get it. You far too what is that? And the guy said, you're far too trusting. And he went, oh, and we're already adults. He thanked me for that. You're far too trusty.
See, Alexander Maskov, famous Eastern European cartoonist.
See, he knows it. Eddie's here. Good to see you, Eddie. Eddie joining the broadcast. Wayne Musuio joining the broadcast. Good to see you, Wayne. You should watch it. Feces Creek. They should have called it Feces Creek.
That's why. Yeah, that's good.
I'm sorry to hijack the show, fellas, but I'm good. I don't care.
You didn't hijack the show.
I don't care. My name was in the email. All right.
Fine. Franco, isn't Artie doing good tonight?
Yep.
See, it's good start. That's all we need.
Yes.
That's like Boba Fett. So Franco just made a Star Wars reference.
Beaker imitation.
What Boba Fett said. Yep. Said, I agree with Franco that How I Met Your Mama show was a bag of hammers. It was recommended to me, and it was recommended to me to watch it all in a row because it is hard to watch that as a random episode per episode. You can't watch it random like you could with Seinfeld or Cheers or Friends or something like that. How I Met Your Mother was the only show that made me care about characters who were never on screen. Like when Marshall's, spoiler, bam, when Marshall's dad died, I was a mess. Man, I'll admit it. Fluids leaked out of my face. I needed a tissue. I had to blow my nose. I was crying. And I'm sitting here like,
I can't blow my nose, but it's not related to How I Met Your Mother. I'll be honest. No, it's just I think it's
dead.
I don't even know.
It was I think. Right?
You know who it was? Was the guy from Coach. Hey, Coach, that guy.
Oh, Craig T. Nelson?
Yeah, I think that was his dad. Yeah, Dauber. Yeah.
Oh, it was Dauber from Coach. Okay.
Yeah, the big guy who plays SpongeBob's guy. Yeah, he was that guy. That's why. See, I could do impersonations.
Yes, you can. He's in Stephen King's The Stand miniseries.
Which way did he go? Which way did he go?
Yeah, he is. He's like the Abominable Snowman. You're right, in the Warner Brother cartoons.
But the thing about the Mama show, How I Met Your Mama, I had all through the whole thing, you build up a relationship with the characters, especially when you're devoting 2 months of your life to watching 9 seasons and every day, every night. And so you build up a trust with the characters, and they forced. Ooh, Johnny, he didn't mute his mic, but he took his camera.
No, I did. Well, because you don't need to. I don't mind sharing the sound because it's very melodic.
It's not very professional. That's why you're the best in the business, Johnny. Blow your nose on the air. What if CKG did this? They'd be like, oh,
I didn't make you have to watch it. I just made you listen to it. Theater of the mind.
It's like the old pod where I would choose something, you get mad at me.
Yeah, bag of hammers. So this guy, What was I saying? No, I don't know what I'm saying.
Yeah,
But how about your mama?
Mother.
Whatever
Yeah,
it's
mother.
called.
Yeah.
How about your mama? Saw a rerun. How about your mama? Wee. But anyway, they forced Barney, who was the womanizer, to go with the woman who didn't want a relationship, and that sucked. And the whole last season was clever, but the whole last season was an hour of each episode was an hour of the wedding on the wedding day before the wedding. So that was clever because now it's supposed to interact where how the guy meets the mother. And then before the last episode, spoiler, she dies. And she's dead. And they just say, oh, she's dead. She got something and she died. And there was no tears. Artie didn't cry. Not like I did with Marshall's dad. Marshall's dad, I cried. And it wasn't even like I loved Marshall's dad. But Marshall's dad, Marshall had the reaction. His wife had the reaction. But when How I Met Your Mother's guy died, his wife died, nobody cared. And then the next episode, he's back with the girl who divorced the guy that they forced him to marry her. So the last episode should have never been made. They should have never finished it. It should have been like All-Star Batman, where, it's a 10-ish, 12-issue series. We're only going to give you 9. That's what they should have did. Johnny's falling asleep. Is he okay?
Oh, not at all. I'm busy.
Cut glass. You need a razor blade, Johnny?
No.
No.
By all means.
You're gonna love what I've been doing.
So Artie and How I Met Your Mother. Oh, I like that. Yeah. So that show, till this day, that's the one finale of any show. Like they always say, oh, Seinfeld sucked. Oh, Cheers sucked. Oh, this. No. Those were brilliant. If you want to destroy any hope you have for any sitcoms, watch all of that, which is an excellent series, but then watch the last one with a warning. If you don't want to ruin a series, don't watch that last episode. If you don't care, you watch that last episode, and you're going to hate every actor in that movie. Now when I see that girl she's in S.H.I.E.L.D., I'm like, oh, that stupid, blip and blap.
Agent Hill? You don't like Agent Hill anymore?
No, because she took the blue trumpet. Why? She didn't want that guy. She didn't want him from the first episode. He tried to give her the blue trumpet. She didn't want it. And then he showed up at the end of the last thing, he showed up with who was that? Raymond Burr and Julia Roberts in that movie? Who was that guy with the gray hair? He always looked young, but he had gray hair. Christian Burr. I don't know his name.
Yeah, Christian Burr, Artie. Exactly. It's Christian Burr.
And he held the shoes. He was the rich guy. Richard Gere. And even that movie, that movie made me mad too because he was paying her, of course, for her services. But then when he realized he actually cared for her, he still treated her, and he told, it was a big mess. And then he showed up at the end with shoes or something. I don't know what it was. But it was the same ending as this, and that's what it reminded me of. And I hate that guy, Richard Gere. He sucks too. And then so I watched this trumpet guy on the How I Met Your Mama. In that last episode, he showed up, and they all have gray hair because time passed. And what I thought was brilliant was the interview with the kids. He had teenage kids. And that was filmed all at once. That was filmed in season 1, so they can look consistent because every episode opened with these kids talking to their dad about How I Met Your Mother. But at the end, the kid says, this isn't even a story about mom. It's a story about how you love Auntie Robin. And that's her name, Robin. Justice Robin. Robin! And so he gave her the blue trumpet, and they're back together. But all this time, he's trying to... it was awful. I hated it. Why did she have to die? Why couldn't she have something should have happened? Robin should have died. I would have liked it if she died.
What was
beaten to death by a Joker?
What was the blue trumpet? And you can spoil it for me because I'm never gonna watch it.
Well, the blue trumpet was it was when him and Robin went on a first date in the first episode, and they ate at a restaurant that had the blue trumpet on the wall. And she made something like, oh, that's cool. She liked it. And she would say, it would be cool. I would hang that in my apartment. Something like that. Like, oh, I would hang that. And he goes, I could get it for you. Oh, don't be silly, blah, blah, blah. So he ends up stealing it. And then later on in the last episode, he gives it to her. So it was a reference from the very first episode to the last. But the whole thing that derailed it was you have no feelings for the mother. Like How I Met Your Mother should have been such an awesome thing because they built up this thing where he was crossing paths with her throughout the whole show. And it was the roommate of a girl he was dating, his roommate's cousin's girlfriend, all this stuff. But that one girl who he was eventually going to marry and have children with was associated with all the girlfriends that he was with. So it all ended up being this yellow umbrella. There was a yellow umbrella, and he bought an umbrella. He left it at his girlfriend's house. And then when he went to get it, she said, "Oh, my roommate's borrowing it." And then when he finally saw the yellow umbrella and he went in the yellow umbrella and she opened, it was raining. He noticed it. And when he walked up, she opened it and gave him room to get under it. And that's how he met her. And the show should have ended, boom, right there. And that was like still 2 episodes left. And they ruined it. She should have went under there. And then he should have said, "And that's how I met your mother." And then boom, done. But no, they had 2 more. They had an hour left to ruin our lives. That should have been it.
Weren't they going to make?
You know what I have to say about all this is that first of all, the show sucked. I hated it. Second of all, I like how Johnny let you go on for 5 hours and then cut me off after a minute in my story.
Well, I was going to be louder. Yeah. I want to hear your story. I want to go back and rewind.
Never going to tell it.
It says longer than Frankel's story. Well, I just want to say thank to both of you guys. So maybe the reason why your story was cut off or whatever, you guys were fighting, like hit each other with purses, whatever you got to do. What it was, maybe the reason why you guys were fighting is the reason why my story was longer, because he let me go.
I wasn't fighting.
Were you fighting?
I got to get going in a little bit, guys, but I want to just say happy Halloween and whatever.
I like your mustache, man. You're good.
Thanks. Doesn't matter. Nothing matters.
I really like how you had to interject with Happy Halloween and I got nothing. I got nothing. I got nothing.
I miss you, Scoot. You're a good man.
One day I'll shave and then I'll be back to normal.
Make it thick. Go to whole beard. I want to see the whole beard.
Now that I know that Rose doesn't like it, I'm going to keep growing my hair out and I'm going to keep growing this mustache out. So so eventually she will like it.
She said that's what you look like now. That's what she said.
Yeah,
that's what you look like now.
You're like a beachcomber near to well that like Jim Rockford would ask questions about on a Rockford Files episode, or Jake and the Fat Man. Guess what? You're not Jake.
You know, Jim Rockford had a cousin.
Oh no!
His name was Tim Stone Chevy.
Rockman and Bernard.
Tim Stone Chevy. Yeah. That was
all right, guys. I like Pink very much, Lois. Franco, I'll be in touch with you this week.
I'll be here.
Right in How I Met Your Mother sucked. Yeah. You're good, man. Scoot.
This is the sign I give Jimmy at the Comic Cons.
Live long and prosper.
The high sign.
Yeah.
Farewell.
Oh, that's right. That is the high sign.
Yeah.
How I touched your mother. That should have been.
Jimmy tells me, he's like, "Hey, if anyone's gonna mess with you, dude, give me the sign."
Katie Cook just yells, "Oh yeah, comics!" And we're like, "Oh yeah, guys."
I guess. See ya.
You're a good man, Scoot.
Bye bye.
We'll talk to you later. Okay, bye bye. Now there are 4. 4, you say?
Carmine says one boy, and now there are.
So you guys are crazy. I don't know why you let Artie on the show. He's crazy. I don't know what he's doing.
I've been popping in on a famous cartoonist doing things.
Oh, yeah?
He does all kinds of things. He talks to you. He paints for you. Yeah. He draws for you. He's doing everything.
I do all kinds of stuff. And you know what I'm amazed at about all of that is how I can talk for 2 hours every day and never run out of stuff to say.
You got the coffee. That's the fuel. It keeps you going.
That's my first cup. I try to do it with the first cup. There it is.
Yep.
I like that. Coffee's part of the soul.
It's got to be.
It's part of the vibe. It goes in, cleanses. It does whatever it does.
I'm shooting out.
It's true.
Yeah. But you got to do it before the show's over.
I know you're mad at me, Francis, but I got to ask. Mario says Mitch hates Kobe Smulders. I don't know the story. Do you know about that or no?
Nope.
Is it because...
Yeah. What do you do with your paintings? Once you've every time you finish a painting, do you sell it? Does it sell right away then?
Most of them are pre-sold. Yeah, wow. I have 3 more to do before I could move on to one that's not sold. The one I did today, I didn't finish because the paint was really wet. in the background, so I have to let it dry before I move on to the next stage. But normally I paint the backgrounds before the show, so I could just go on to the main character. And here's one I did this last week. I did Uncle Creepy. I painted this one in the background. I painted first, and I just added the guy because it's easier to add the details. In the background is my painting I'm doing for the background for my shows and stuff. But the mostly I take commissions. The first week or two, I did paintings that I just wanted to paint. I wanted to do this thing. And the shows are only, the first like 8 of them are only on Facebook. And the last 3 they streamed live on YouTube. Because now I do this rooster chicken thing that we do. The chicken.
No, the duck.
Struck, yeah.
Struck.
The struck. We do the duck stream. And now that they're on YouTube and I subscribed and now I'm in 1080p and all that stuff, where after the first 2 weeks, people have been saying, hey, I want one. And I'm like, yeah, you could get one and I'll paint it for you live. They're $200. And I said, hey, send my PayPal email address is arthurbalthazar@yahoo.com. And if you want one, I paint it like $200 and then $20 for shipping. If you're out of the country, it's $300 for the whole thing, and I'll ship it to you because like shipping out of the country is like $80 sometimes. Sure. And so I paint it live, and then people chime in, and I've been selling them like crazy. And I've been doing really well with the live shows and the streamings and everything. And it's cool. And like, I'll get an order and I'll print out stuff. And just during the show today, I sold 2 sketches. So it was pretty cool. And I like it. And I'm having a good time with it. And I've been drawing stuff and putting them on eBay, and all of the books, all of the sketches and all of the paintings that I'm selling. Everywhere I sell stuff, either Threadless or Comixology or eBay or my own website, artbalthazar.com, if I sell them all of the stuff, all of the money is going towards printing a comic book because I want to start printing comics with Aya Comics 13, Aya Comics 14. But I have Abraham Linkage, I have Webster the Spider Monkey, I have Giro Man #1. I have all of these books I'm working on right now because my deadlines have been getting cleared up. The last 2 or 3 years, I was insanely crazy nuts with every moment of the day was drawing a deadline sketch. But now that I'm cleaning up a lot of stuff, I only have about 4 books that need deadlines, but instead of 10, But with the drawings, with the paintings, I sell them as everything you see is a commission. So it's pretty cool.
And I like the idea from the perspective of someone who is buying these from you. Like if I commission you to do something, not only am I getting the painting, but I'm also getting the like bonus material of the guy making the thing I just bought. So you get the video of the guy making it, and along with your final thing.
Yeah, thanks, man. I thought that was cool too because my wife caught on to that too and said, "How can you like not want to do that? Like you see it made, you see it." If you don't want to watch the whole video, you could go back and skim through it because usually my videos for painting are about 2 or 3 hours. Today was only 2 hours, but usually you're 3 hours long. But you see it from start to finish, and it's kind of cool. And I have a good time with it, and that's every Saturday at 3 o'clock. I do that. So usually I don't schedule anything. If I have to do something, I will. But it's cool.
It's great too because you're working at the same time you're doing these shows. Like I've noticed both you and Franco can work and talk at the same time, so you can do stuff like this.
Tonight's a good example of that.
Yeah. But at least I ink at least 2 pages.
Johnny, a day. I got 4 pages done.
Yeah, you did. Because I usually ink about 2 pages during my morning show. And it gets me going. I wake up, have coffee, ink 2 pages, and then go back and eat a sandwich or lunch or something. And then come back and just work till dinner, and then I eat again, and then work till about 2 in the morning. Set the alarm clock. Oh, there's Zombie Cat.
Look at that.
Oh, I need that, sir. I'm going to publish the hell out of that.
Hold on. Pull it up again. We can get a better look at it. You're not going to hold it up again? Nope, I'm not because I'm being stiff.
He's being erect, like stiff.
Yes, he is being erect. It's like Francus. It's Francus erectus. if you want to put it in Latin terms.
But it's cool, man. The best part of doing these things is getting the work done. And like it's cool.
Sure.
I'm glad. I'd like to send it to me when you're done, sir. We're gonna publish the hell out of that book.
I got 1, 2, 3 more pages to go.
Oh yeah. I like it. I like it a lot. It's good.
I like it, Kathleen. Yeah,
it's true.
We gotta get Dan to watch this. See,
not this episode.
No.
Hey, what's with Franco? He's not talking. I don't understand. What happened? Something happened. I don't know what happened.
Master Cypher was killed almost 10 years ago.
It was. I was all reared up. I had a good story. I was in a good mood. Now I'm not.
Wah, wah.
I'm going to put a piece of paper over just the block.
You can't look at it. It's hurt
Dr.
too much.
Skunk.
Hurts too much.
It hurts a lot. It's hurting my feelings.
Don't hurt.
You guys are my true good friends.
It's fine. Relax.
Yeah.
It's all right.
I like Skulk though. He looks like Obi-Wan. He has the power to force.
He's got the blonde wig.
I've got the.
I see that.
Hot.
This doubles as a Matthew McConaughey wig.
Speaking of which, you Scope, tell me you've been paying more attention, because I much like earlier stories, I can't handle even listening to Matthew McConaughey explain his vision quest that he was on in the last 20 months. Tell me what happened. Help me out, Matthew, would you please?
Listen, man, I've been writing this book, right? I'm going around all these podcasts. I went to Mark Maron the other day on his podcast, playing a little verbal ping pong, telling my ideas, telling me his ideas. I went to I had this dream, right? I went to Africa, and I saw these African tribesmen, right along this river. I'm floating down this river, and I wake up and I go, I got to go to Africa. So I went to Africa. That's my story right there. There you go.
Is that really it, basically?
That's pretty much it. Yeah. He's he wrote a book, and he's been going around to all these podcasts, and he's been talking about his book. And the best part is he keeps referring to himself as McConaughey. And he's telling the stories, going, so I'm on the set of Days Confused, and I'm like, McConaughey, what are you doing, man? Come on now, McConaughey. And I wrote this book, and I'm thinking, people want to check this out. And they're thinking, oh, what was McConaughey thinking here? I'm going to read his book. Yeah, I'm going to check that out. All right.
He was on Bill Maher. I had no idea what he was talking about. He's doing Oprah's. Is it Apple? I think it's Apple. Her show. I have no idea what he's talking about, and I'm like,
sweet Apple.
All right. Whatever. The
Mark Maron was talking with him, and he's like, I read your book, but there was a lot in there. I was like, come on. Is this guy serious? Is this for real? Like his philosophies and all. Come on.
Hey, man.
Like he he wasn't into it, but McConaughey's going, come on, man. No, this is good. This is good. There are things I think about, right? He had a 50th birthday party. For his 50th birthday party, he flew out some friends, right, down to Texas, where I'm from, and we all slept outside in tents. So we're outside having, grilling up steaks. We're all sleeping outside in tents. Like that's perfect. Like that's exactly the kind of birthday party McConaughey would have. Fly a bunch of people out. Too. Yeah, play the bongos.
Tents out the Joshua Tree, exactly. And have a big bongo circle, drum circle, and everything. Absolutely.
That's one of my favorite stories.
So really get into the rhythm, right, man?
That's right, man. You got to play the bongos.
What were you going to say? Your favorite? Go ahead.
Well, it has to do with playing the bongos. When the cop showed up, showed up at his house because there was somebody reported a disturbance. Yeah, and he's sitting there, of course, naked, playing the bongos.
Playing the bongos, playing with his bongos. Absolutely.
What seems to be the problem?
How you doing, man?
What's going
on? He was in his house, right?
Yeah, but I guess he was like loud and also like in the front window. Playing
in the window.
Playing his bongos.
I hope
that's next door.
I hope he was by himself. I hope he was, because that's a great picture of just by himself playing.
Yeah, the two up here and then the one bongo.
I think exactly. I think actually he was probably like playing it between his. I'm assuming between his legs, sir. I don't know.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, bongita.
Yeah, two bongos and one maraca.
I'm playing the downstairs tennis. Is what I'm doing.
Exactly, man.
That's right.
Hey, man. Hey, man. Little ping pong with my ding dong. All right.
Oh yeah, man.
Are people? Is there anyone watching all of this madness?
They're all
right now?
gone.
Yeah, they're on. Oh yeah.
Okay,
no, they're
good.
watching. Ed's got a McConaughey story. Did you ever hear McConaughey's story of how he became a Washington D.C. football team fan? He saw a linebacker named Chris Hamburger, and since he was a kid who liked hamburgers, he was in.
Nice.
I have not heard that one, but
Emma.
that's
like
probably
that
in
guy.
the book. I bet that story is in the book.
I bet.
McConaughey.
He goes.
McConaughey.
There's a video of him talking to the Texas Longhorns. I guess he's a fan, or he went to the school for a time, and they invited him to come just to talk to the football team. I don't know what they were going to have him talk about. Oh, let's just have him show up.
That actually happens a lot in college football, but go on.
Do they really?
Yes. I don't know what maybe it's a reward for like, okay, you guys had good practices, meet so and so. A lot of times it's obviously former football players, but I have heard other celebrities like, hey man, how you doing?
Okay, so it's not that unusual then. I thought it was a weird thing. He just showed up and he's like standing up there.
He's a professor at a Texas university.
That's right.
McConaughey is?
Yeah, for a film class he was doing.
Oh, that's right. I heard that too. Yeah.
One of his movies, like behind the scenes, he was filming the process for the class. So some of the footage is floating around out there. He'll look at the camera and go, now listen, class, see what's happening right here? Pay attention. And then he'll go back to, rehearsing the scene or whatever. Oh, man. Just ridiculous guy.
If we ever did a shout out for McConaughey, it would be McConaughey.
That's right.
Artie, you are filled with dad jokes, aren't you?
I'm on it, man. I could do it. I got teenagers. I got a 34-year-old, a 14-year-old, and a 16-year-old. Or 17. He's 17.
Wow, Sonny's 34. That's amazing.
34. He's a man.
Yeah.
So I can tell him things. I can suggest things to him. And he thinks they're smart suggestions.
What's he doing during COVID? What's a dancer do?
He's struggling. He's
that sucks.
But now that school's back since September, he's been active with the colleges. He does modeling for their naked classes.
Oh wow!
So yeah,
I
always ask him if they need a longer sheet of paper when you close. He's like, hard. Stop. No, he's like that.
We did a life model session on Baltimore Comic-Con, and we had the woman that was the model. Her name is Shadia, like Nadia. Lovely.
Oh, nice.
Very nice lady.
Oh, cool. He did a few videos too, like music videos. He does stuff in music videos and stuff like that. Little acting gigs like that. So he's been pretty active since
COVID,
August, September. Yeah, because everything has to come back. The seasons and semesters and stuff. Once that stuff come back, he's all right. All right.
Yeah.
Hey man.
I dig it, man. I'd watch that movie. Sammy Davis Jr. and McConaughey.
Yeah.
Hey man.
And Joe Pesci. Okay.
Hey, I got an idea for a caper. I think I'm gonna need like a stoner beach dude. I think you'd be perfect, man.
That's cool, man. Come on, Sammy. Let's get out there. We'll take our shirts off, pick up some chicks.
Okay. I got a tap number halfway through the movie, and then I do a little, Mr. Bojangles bit that everybody loves.
Everybody. The kids love it.
I love it.
Why don't you come out with your bongo and wail halfway through my song, man? That'd be fantastic.
I got to get a bongo. I need a bongo for my basement.
My buddy Ellen Miller had a house full of musical instruments, and we would all enjoy the wacky weed and find ourselves playing songs and stuff. And a couple of people would play guitars, and I would be on the bongos. Bangita.
Oh yeah,
Lucy, come on, Fred, let's play the bongos. Okay, Rick. I hope you don't mind. My pants are up to here.
Yeah. Let me check my wallet. Just go, here it is.
Exactly.
Let me get
here
my wallet.
Rick. Fred Mertz.
I need my keys. I got my car keys in my pants right here.
Yeah, no problem, Rick.
I don't think he wore suspenders either. It's not like there was something holding them up.
No, it was his gut. It was his entire torso. I got my pants on, Rick.
Mm-hmm. He could use a tie clip to hold him up. and hold his tie at the same
Hey,
time.
Fred! That's very clever. How are you, Fred?
I never liked watching Lucy when I was a kid.
Really?
Never liked her. No.
Were you offended? Were you offended by the heavy accent or no?
No, not at all.
All right.
It's because
He's
I'm
Cuban.
watching.
That was real, obviously.
Because when I was a little kid, I felt the same thing as the villains in the movies. I'm watching an old couple. I'm watching an old. When you're a little kid, you're like, the married. I don't want to see that. I'd rather watch. If I'm going to watch a married couple, I want to watch Dick Van Dyke because of his wife.
Oh my God, I know.
You know.
Oof.
But it's a
Laura
bad.
Petrie.
But you can't say Dick Van Dyke no more. You insult like 3 people.
What do you got to say? Penis Van Dyke? What do you got to say?
Penis fan lesbian. You can't say that no more.
Penis fan lesbian.
Or actually, you say
penis fan lesbian.
It's actually called
Starring Penis
Penis
Van
Family
Lesbian.
Vehicle Lesbian. That's what
Rosemary.
it's called. So the van is
Penis Van Lesbian.
No, it's not van. It's family vehicle. Penis Family Vehicle Lesbian.
I would do it. I like Penis Van Lesbian better. I got to be honest with you. It rolls off the tongue much more
Penis Van
naturally.
Lesbian. You can't say it no more.
Call
It's
Reiner.
derogatory.
Hey, Sheldon,
apologize.
I got a great idea for a show, the Penis Van Lesbian story. What the
I
hell are you
apologize for all this.
talking
It's
about?
just a joke. It's not my true feelings. It's just a joke. It's observational.
They're
joke
just
comment.
words. We're not
just
being
words.
pejorative to anybody specifically.
No,
Those are just
but I told
words.
that to my family yesterday.
Penis Van
and
Lesbian.
We were watching.
It's like Victor von Frankenstein. Penis Van Lesbian. That's a good team up monster movie. Excuse me, I didn't mean to interrupt your story. Please go on.
Mine? Oh,
Yeah.
I don't know. What I was going
You're
to say.
gonna say something. All right, you see, there you go. Never
Well,
mind.
I was going to say like the other guy, like Peter O'Toole.
Oh no, you see, that's too
Peter
easy.
O'Toole was a double phallic name.
There you go. So his name is Penis Old Penis. That's what it should be, right?
Yep.
But we can't say penis on the air.
I hope
So
Franco's
we go.
not inking because he holds his breath when he inks and he might pass out on us.
I am.
See, that's what he does.
Penis Van Lesbian.
I like it. I like it. Maury Amsterdam and Penis Van Lesbian. Hey, Penis. Hey, Rob. I was
Well,
just
that's-
talking to my wife, Pickles.
Well, that's what I say.
Another dirty name on that show.
I
Pickles
need you
was
to take notes. I need you to penis tate what I'm about to say. Penis tate it. Dictate it. Penis. No. It's bad. We'll edit all this out. This is not for
Can't-
kids.
Can't do
This
that.
goes
no
up to YouTube, not for children.
Penis
What did I
Van
miss?
Lesbian.
You missed everything. You missed it all, Mario. All of it. This show that you're watching now, you have to rewind it to find out until you get to this point.
It's a pretty
Whatever
rough
it
2
says
hours.
in
Sir.
your stream. 2:02:03:04. That's what you need to rewind it until you get to that point. And you will see a lot of stuff.
Yes.
Two of my friends hate each other. They're
That's true.
bickering.
I don't
They're
hate it.
letting
don't hate 'em.
each other's hatred
Hey,
for one
you know,
another
Sometimes
control their lives.
the shoe's on the other foot.
You got to go to when you wake up. You do things to make you happy.
It's got a good name. There you go, Phallicophallus for Peter O'Toole.
Yeah, Phallicophallus.
Wasn't that one of the characters in the Sean Connery film from Disney, The Gnome-Mobile?
Phallus.
Say, there's Phallicophallus.
Phallus.
Fantastic. What are the little people?
Darby
Darby
O-
Say
Darby O'Gill in
Yeah.
the little people featuring Phallicophallus.
Darby O'Gill's.
Down here am I?
A few days ago on my morning show, I was talking about my shillelagh because my
My
family,
favorite song by The Knack.
shillelagh, a few years
Go
ago,
on.
when I was about 14, and the shillelagh, the family shillelagh came from Ireland, and it was making its rounds through the family, and I got to hold it. It's like wielding a lightsaber.
Yeah, Excalibur, absolutely.
And it made it through the family. It made it to every house, and it stays there. I don't know what the tradition is, but it stays with every family, every head of the household. Not every person, but like this this family gets this for a week, this one gets this. So when we got the shillelagh, we all got the invite to come see the shillelagh. It was really weird. It's so weird. And so when I got it, I grabbed to hold it, and I'm like, oh, this is cool. And I found out that was our family shillelagh passed down for 5,000 years for
Sure.
how long we've been around since
What's the Irish family name?
Dunlap.
Okay.
Dunlap. Dunlap.
Oh yeah, not the Dunlap shillelagh.
It's like the tire, but instead of the O, it's a U. Dunlap.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. And so that's the Irish, or Murphy. It's Dunlap and Murphy. It comes both. But I think it's Dunlap is where I'm from. And so the the shillelagh came through, and so I want to find out what happened to the shillelagh because I want it now. Now I want it. I want the shillelagh, and so I was saying that when I'm an old guy, I wanted just to have it, but I want to use it when I need it. When I'm an old guy, I want that shillelagh. I don't know what the point of this story is, but
my stepmother's name was O'Donnell, and they had the O'Donnell shillelagh.
Yeah, it was cool. I remember it because they told me the history of who had it and all this. It's a weird looking cane. It's all curvy, but I came across them. We were antiquing a few weeks ago, and I saw a cart, like a tray of shillelaghs and canes and stuff. There was a shillelagh in there. I was like, oh, I wanted it so bad. But I'm weird about buying someone else's because I don't know if it's haunted. What if it's haunted? It has the spirit of someone else, family.
I think you've discovered your next comic book, The Haunted Shillelagh.
The Haunted Shillelagh. Because I know shillelaghs are passed through families. They're not just made and you go buy it like a watch. I think it's like
a watch.
Yeah,
shillelaghs are us.
I think it's
Get
granted
one from the
you.
back.
It seems like more like Luke Skywalker's lightsaber, where it's granted to you. You earn it. It's not, you just don't make it. Like, I think that's how it is. So I almost bought it. It was $30. I almost bought it, but I did not.
There's my shillelagh right here.
Kathleen?
Kathleen, do you like my shillelagh?
It looks like a bong. Exactly.
Kathleen.
Shillelagh. I like your lightsaber.
Art's Greek hero travels abroad and discovers lost Irish family history, Gyro Man and the Adventures of the Shillelagh.
That's right.
Ed's got your pitch right there, Arthur.
That's right. I got a Gyro Man comic coming out pretty soon. I finished all the pages on my show.
Am I going to have to protest you with your Gyro Man comic?
You know what? People ask me about the Greek traditions, but I don't know them. And all I know about the gyro sandwich is how delicious it is. So it's all about
is it shaped like the sandwich with the pita, or is it the big wedge of beef? It is the big wedge of beef. All right.
It's a Gyro Man.
Yeah.
And he's the defender of fried foods. He comes from Pitaville. And he fights
lamb, not beef.
It's a hybrid of lamb and beef together.
It's lamb. My guy's lamb because he can mind control sheep.
And it's lamb. That's like shawarma. Shawarma's lamb.
See, I don't know about this shawarma. People are telling me about it.
Oh, shawarma's amazing. Shawarma, gyros is processed meat, and it's a Greek.
So good.
It's beef and lamb mixed together with spices, and it's totally like processed. It is great. It's amazing. Shawarma is really pieces of lamb or chicken or beef,
like a hot dog.
They're fillets, and they stack them.
Oh, I see.
So when it's stacked like that and it looks like shaved meat, that's shawarma. But if you actually they cut gyro in the same way, but you can just tell gyro looks like hamburger in terms of it's ground meat that's shaped like a cone.
Yeah, it's just meat like all pressed together. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm approaching the gyro comic from the perspective of the Chicago food.
Good. I'm gonna let the Hellenic Foundation know about this so they could protest you. And that way you'll sell more comics because it'll be controversial.
Yeah, but when you read it, there's nothing in there insulting to Greek culture. But one time we did one book, 1998, I made a book, and it was this giant Greek man. He looked like, imagine the Big Show and Andre the Giant, but a Greek guy. He was Greek. He had the hair, the big mustache, the hairy arms, the whole bit. And he walked up to me and he says, Gyro Man, is that based on our Greek sandwich? I said, yes, sir. And he says, would you mind if I picked this up and looked through it? I said, you could, sir. And he looked through it real intense. He's real mean. Looked like he was going to pick me up by the top of my head and then twist me like a can of Pepsi. Yeah. So it looks like he was, and I'm like, yeah, you could see it. And then he went, looking through it. And he goes, I love it. How much is it? I said, $3. And he goes, it's about time we have a hero. And he goes, he took it. And he says, this was great. I'm like, hero. And he said, because it's just a sandwich. He's the sandwich. Right.
But we got a whole pantheon of it. We got the Greek gods. We got the original inspirations for Flash one, man. Well, it's all confusing because she's a Greek god, but she's from the Amazon.
Is she Mexican now?
I don't.
One
Yeah, I don't
next
know. I don't know, sir. I really
You guys,
don't know.
I don't know.
you got Stamos too. There's a hero.
That's right.
right?
He's on awesome. But
And he counts for at least 3.
blue-eyed
Yeah.
hero. Absolutely, he's lovely. He's gorgeous.
Yeah, John Stamos.
He would be a good Beyonder for Secret Wars.
How about Dean Cain? Is he Greek? Is he
I don't
an
know.
Irish?
That's a very good question. He looks Greek. You're not
But
wrong.
he's got that name just
and he's
Cain.
got
It's
Dean.
like-
Well, also Dean.
It's like a superhero name. Because I know he's a handsome fella. You know,
I'm asking
his
the
DNA
world.
is very admirable. So I went on Cameo and I found him on there. And I have a list. Ooh, I have a list. I'm going to show you my list. Johnny, you like lists?
I do.
You like reading lists? You like doing things
I
and
do.
researching?
I
I
got
want
my
to
list, too. Don't you-
interrupt before you go into your list
Yeah.
to say Happy Halloween, and I need to beg out.
Oh, okay.
All right, go.
Farewell.
My list is very short. It's
friend.
only like 4 people.
All right, go for the list real quick.
Okay. Ozzy Guillen, of course. And I got Bobo from Squatch. I want to hire Bobo. These are all people I'm going to call. Stephen Quizada from Breaking Bad, Steve Gomez. And I got Paige Davis from Does the House Morning Takeovers because she's like cute and stuff. I like her. And Morgan Fairchild. I'm going to hire all these people.
All right. So, wait,
I-
are you doing cameos with them? Is that
yeah, I
the plan?
want to. I told my family I want these people, and I want the 2 brothers from Breaking Bad, the guys, because you look at the Breaking Bad guys, the 2 Salamanca brothers, and they're in character. They're like, so Edward, I heard it was your birthday. Now, if it's not your birthday, I will come and chop off your head. But if it is your birthday, happy birthday. Be safe. You know, it's real cool. So I'm gonna get all these people. See, here it is, right here. I'm gonna do
Yeah,
it
that's your
right
list.
here.
I like it. I like it a
That's
lot.
right,
I like
right
that. I
there.
like the list. Hold
That's
on.
my
a minute.
list right there.
Hold on,
Bobo.
hold on, I like it, I like it,
Bobo's
I like
only
it.
20 bucks.
I like it.
Yeah,
It's
I
good,
like it,
it's
like it,
good,
like it's good.
It's good. It's
All
good.
right, sorry. See, it was real quick. I'm sorry.
I like it. We'll talk about the list again at another point. I got a list too. But
Yeah,
I
I'm
gotta-
sure he's got a list.
gotta go.
I know what his list is.
There's one name on there. Yeah.
Peace and long life, Franco.
Don't hate me forever, Francis. You can hate me tonight. It's all right.
No, just the first 5 minutes. Everything else was just for fun.
I know.
But I gotta go.
All
You're
right,
good, man,
later.
sir. We'll do your
Bye-bye.
stuff. Okay, bye-bye.
Justice, we're gonna do this. We're gonna do it right now. All the way to the night.
Oh, that's good.
Tonight, vengeance till morning comes.
We don't need another sandwich.
So that's the cool part about Giro, man. Like, people have been asking me about Greek stuff. I don't know.
Well, yeah, I'm right here if you need it, sir.
Yeah, I might have to tap into your knowledge. 'Cause it's
the
mostly,
villains should all be in coffee shops because all the Greek people own coffee shops and
Ooh,
stuff.
No.
And,
Stay. It's
Or do you
the,
don't want that? It's too
the villains
controversial.
are other. The villains are other mascots from other restaurants. So I got a Ronald McDonald. I got a White Castle guy. I got a Burger King guy.
It's
So
legal.
the first-
It's legal here, so I figure I could.
Oh yeah, that's yeah. If they're watching in Australia, you get arrested if you watch. This.
Hi.
Like, what are you doing?
Did I tell you my my mainframe Comic-Con story about New Zealand?
You did not.
Okay,
I'm ready for it.
so the Walking Dead guys were all on the show, mainframe,
Yeah.
and it led by Balls of Fury, Dan Fogler. And
Testicles of Fury?
Yes, and he insisted Randy Daytona from the Fantastic Beasts movies. He's the short, pudgy guy.
I like that. I like
You know,
everything
you know
you
what I'm
just
talking
said.
about? You know what I'm
No,
talking about? Okay.
But I like it. Oh, I know Balls
No
of
problem.
Fury. I
Yeah,
know movie.
he's the main guy with the curly hair.
Oh, was he in
Randy
the
Daytona.
Wookiee movie with Star Wars too?
Yes.
Oh yeah, yeah, he's in Walking Dead.
Yes.
That's right.
Yes.
He lost some weight. in
Yes.
Walking Dead and got a haircut.
Yes.
I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
Okay, so
Proceed.
he assembles. No, it's all good. I want you on page with me.
Okay.
He assembles a bunch of Walking Dead other actors,
Yeah, yeah.
and he wants to do a big, elaborate hour plus of crazy stuff. And the doorbell, like fake doorbell. Oh, the doorbell rung. Gee, I wonder who it is.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Look, it's Skoke. How you doing, Skoke? Nice. Welcome to whatever. Just stupid stuff like that.
Mhm.
And then they would have dance breaks, and he insisted on having actual songs, like real commercial songs. Artie knows where the story is going. I bet Skoke knows
Royalty
where the story is going.
non-free.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I'm like, guys,
Mhm.
if you run this, the YouTube's going to yank your channel.
They're going to silence your video.
So as a safety, because they wanted to do the panel, they used one guy used his friend's YouTube channel because he's like, I never use it anymore. Go ahead and use it. So, and the music played, and of course, it's not people listening; it's algorithms. It's software that recognizes that, hey, you're playing something that you shouldn't.
Yeah.
Actually, it happened to us. I can't play the sad Star Wars music anymore when we start talking about Star Wars, which bums me out because I love that music.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah, I got struck a few different times for things.
So this guy with Walking Dead, his channel got 100-day ban here in North America and in most countries, but in New Zealand, he's banned for life because there was a company. Yeah, there was a company like 15 years ago called Mega Upload, and you could use it to like BitTorrent and download like pirated music and videos and stuff like that. Yeah. And the guy that created Mega Upload was based in New Zealand, and New Zealand hit him the hardest with the conviction. And to set a new law, they're like, if you are ever caught using pirated music or video or whatever, if we find you, you were banned from the internet for life.
I will kill you. I will hunt you down.
Or at least you can't make stuff for the internet.
Yeah.
In New Zealand, right?
New Zealand has the strictest copyright laws.
Yeah, don't mess with that, man. I don't mess with any of that. Yeah. As I know guys who make trailer reviews, like you could show the trailer, like new Star Wars trailer or whatever. You can only show a minute or 20 seconds at a time or something.
Even that already technically, there's people think it's fair use. Yeah, but you really have to be careful.
Yeah,
and then sometimes like you can show a comic book cover if you're teaching something or you're critiquing or whatever. Right. But you got to be very, very, and also a lot of the comic book people, they're like, hey, it's publicity. We don't care.
Yeah, because my friend Vinx, who's an awesome musician, I love him, big fan. Yeah. He gave me permission to play his music on my shows, but Facebook silenced my videos. So even though I know him, and I talked to him, he gave me permission, and I put his link. They still said no. So I don't know how to go through that to prove that Vinx gave me permission. Because I think it's because Vinx does a few cover songs. He does a Carole King song. And he does "You Are My Sunshine." Yeah, maybe that was it.
Probably
maybe that was it.
Maybe.
And I just have to play a album that's just strictly his and no covers.
Exactly. Yeah.
Because maybe that's what got me. But once his songs come on after a while, and I found out too, if I'm playing a song and talking over it, it's hard to get it.
Sure.
Like so, if I play I play a Beatles song, but I'm talking the whole time, they can't always recognize it until I stop talking. And then once I stop talking, bam, that's it.
But
that's
be careful. Yeah, be careful, Artie. You don't want your channeling it down.
Yeah,
careful,
I just
that's mine.
That's right.
Oh, and all of that sort of thing. Be careful there. I don't want you taking me music.
I'm sorry, Paul. I won't. I learned. It's not like I tried it to deceive it, but I just use it sometimes just to.
Well, yeah, it's a natural inclination, but it's copyrighted material, and you got to be careful.
Kevin so that's Smith why I use my son's songs. I use
at least right. No, that's good.
It's a family. We own it. He owns it.
When I interviewed Greg Rucka for his Netflix movie, The Old Guard, I was working with Netflix, and I said I would like to play the trailer on the commercial or on the program, and they're like, yeah, no problem. And I got a warning from YouTube, and it's like, but I have permission, and the warning is still on that particular video. I don't have any commercials. I don't run commercials before my YouTubes. I'll be honest. I've been having trouble learning how to do it properly.
Yeah.
So, that's the only thing that's really keeping me from doing it. But yeah. So anyway, and also the podcast people were very, the Spreaker people from our network are like, really, really be careful because you have a good show and we'd hate to lose you.
Yeah, it's like, weird. I keep everything on my, whenever I do just anything I could create. I don't swipe anything like if I take sometimes you could go on the internet, like I need pictures of cars, a parking lot, and you take the picture and put it in your artwork, I don't even do that. I don't do any swiping. Just draw it or make it yourself or whatever.
Hey, can I
That's the
show
only
you?
way.
Can I show you something new that I made that sadly we can only play today?
Yes.
Here it is.
Oh, that was nice.
Beautiful.
I'd like to see that again, Johnny. Oh, thank you. That was real
Spooky.
cool. I like that.
Yeah, it was
Today
fun.
is the day. We
So
had
go ahead.
I was going to say, we only had about 10 or 12 kids ring the bell. The bell, like combination of kids, but maybe the bell only rang like 7 times.
Chucky,
yeah.
As Chucky was leaving, he calls me up. We watched instead of watching Mandalorian, we watched 3 hours of Star Trek Discovery. And I'm like, "You want to watch Mandalorian?" He's like, "No, that's enough. I don't want to watch anymore." I'm like, "All right." But he's leaving, and he calls me, and he said that one of our neighbors, because we have a lot of kids in the neighborhood, they had like almost a pipe, like a sewer pipe, or not a sewer, like a gutter pipe or whatever. But they went from their apartment window all the way down to the front door, so that way if somebody like did trick or treating, they could drop the candy and then keep social distancing. And stuff.
Yeah, I saw a lot of that around here where I live.
Yeah,
like the PVC pipes.
Exactly.
They're like shooting candy.
Yeah, but that's bad if you're doing it with. Then you're gonna face a COVID with the candy.
Oh wait, no, that's bad. Yeah, it's like shooting darts.
I watched darts the other week. It was great. I didn't want to
battery.
I was talking to Dave Gibbons the other day, and it was awesome because much like Artie does in the evenings, he had a couple glasses of wine.
Oh, yeah.
And he even told me, he's like, "John, I got to be honest, I've had a couple of glasses of wine, and I'm in quite a mood, so this should be a good conversation." But we were talking, and I last time I talked to him, I brought up darts. He's like, "Yeah, I don't share your fascination with darts, John. I must be honest." And I'm like, "All right, it's cool."
It's over it.
The best part is sometimes you don't have to wait till the evening. Just start. Well,
we did Mark Miller's Baltimore panel. We did Miller's Pub because it was like 6 p.m. his time, and he's like, "Now I expect you to be drinking," and I'm like, "Okay."
Yeah, let's do it.
So I had sparkling water and cranberry juice, so it looked like I had like a windjammer or whatever. What's it called with vodka and cranberry juice? See something? I don't know.
Oh, I know. I know what
monkey.
that's called.
It's a sea monk. Yes, it's
I forgot that.
Yeah.
We used to get that. I think I might have created that drink.
You'll see, monkey.
I
You
forgot.
didn't create that drink unless
I
it
think
has
I
something
did.
else in it. You're like Michael Keaton in Night Shift when he's like, "Hey, I invented Post-it notes, but somebody else came out with them first.
Yeah,
but I invented them."
But you know what? We did create a drink. This is true. I'll let you read that one first. The
Well, he's just
pneumonia tubes.
It's all pneumatic. What kind of tubes are these?
Pneumonia?
Pneumatic.
Pneumatic. I'm sorry.
Like when you're at the bank and the drive-through, and you put your check in the tube. That's a pneumatic tube.
The word to say that is thunk.
Yes.
H-U-N-K. Thunk. Like fletch.
Yeah, because that's what he says when he's pretending to be the airline mechanic. "Oh, come on, guys! It's all ball bearings these days." He's got the fake teeth in, and he's got the slick back hair. Gord.
I like all of that. I never seen that movie. I don't know what you're talking about, but I like it.
Oh my god! That actor. He's in Blazing Saddles, and he's Slim Pickens' henchman, and it says a lot of terrible words that you can't say anymore.
No,
you should have said them in the first place. They're terrible
Can't
words.
be racist
But he's
anymore.
very, very funny in the movie. And he's Burton Gaines, I want to say, something like that. I'm sure somebody in the chat will look it up. Burton Ernie. But Mitch always, he's like, he wants to do Terrificon. I don't know. I'm like, get him. He's been in everything. He's hilarious.
Yeah.
But he's not a superhero. I'm like, I'd bend the rules. Him and I, like I said, Bernie Capel, Doc. And I'm like, he's the bad guy on Get Smart. He's like a Bond villain.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's your connection. Get Bernie Capel. Say, I don't know.
Yeah, I know Mitch emailed me one time. We were going back and forth. He sent me all these names. Do you know any of these guys? And he had all the guys from Better Call Saul and Breaking Bad. And I went, yeah, I know all of them. And he goes, should I get him? I went, yeah. And I said, if you get all those guys, I will fly there. You don't have to give me a table. I will go to your show just to meet all those guys. Excuse me. And he said,
No, I get it.
and he goes, yeah, but what do they have to do with comics? And you know my response, what does the fonts have to do with comics?
Good
And he
point.
went, oh, you're right. I'm like,
Yep.
you know, man.
And that was awesome when the fonts was. That's the only, unlike
Yeah.
you, that was the only time I met the fonts was when we did that show.
But he didn't get any of the guys. This was last year, or the year before.
Well, you know, he's got a budget, so
Yeah, I
he's,
know.
you know, it's like, you know,
I
who do I
wanted to
pick?
throw Monkas.
The sad one is because the guy would totally do it, and I guess he's reasonably priced. We mentioned him earlier, Nicholas Hammond, 70 Spider-Man.
Yeah,
But he lives in Australia.
Oh,
And because he's got to fly all that way, he asked for a first class ticket,
yeah,
and that's that adds a lot of money. That's like another 5 figures.
I asked for
So
one.
yeah,
I know how much it costs because if I'm going to sit on a plane for 24 hours, I need something comfortable. And I have a broken tailbone, which hurts. I fly to San Diego and I'm dying. I got to take a hot.
I'm dying.
It hurts real bad. So if I'm going to go to anywhere over 4 hours, I need first class. So
But-
they set up. They really wanted me. I think it was Australia. Or
I was going to
Italy.
say because Connecticut's less than 2 hours, but
Yeah,
go on.
yeah. But it was somewhere. It was Australia.
Somewhere far. Yeah.
And it was I can't go unless you paid first class because I need a bed. I need to lay down. And they said we can't because it's 10 grand. I'm like, oh, then
Oh yeah, first class is if you're doing international first class, it's insane.
because I was going back and forth with China one time with
China.
with China
I like China.
with the show in China. I forget what it was called, but it goes on every year. Singapore, I think it was. Is that it? Yeah. And so they were going back.
Oh yeah, Singapore does do Comic-Con. So
Yeah.
I remember when Gail Simone went there.
Yeah,
Go
they
on.
gave me the whole bit. They're gonna do this, and I told them I need first class, and they said, well, we can't do first class, and I said, well, I need it, and they asked me why, and I said because after I do your show and I come home, I will need surgery, and they said, what kind of surgery? I said, well, I don't know yet, but I know that if I don't fly first class, I will
Something's
need
gonna
it.
break.
And they're like,
Yeah.
no, we can't do it. And that was it. Like that's what kept
Well,
me.
yeah, that's a shame because my buddy Owen would love to have us all go to Ireland, and yeah, he really was. I think hoping that you and Francis would go too. Francis will go. Francis will be fine in coach because he's got the shillelagh up his ass. So
You know,
He's quite large. Yeah.
yes,
there's a Comic-Con in Italy every year. There's a big
Luca.
con.
Luca.
That's the Luca. Yes, they wanted me to come there and make an appearance for my work in Spring Break Lawyer, but
Nice.
I turned him down.
You know, fine scenes like that.
Not guilty.
Oh,
There he is.
I'm really disappointed. All those the Italian people who were looking forward to meeting me and shaking my
I
hand.
got a question. Did the guy really fart in the Spring Break lawyer courtroom scene?
Believe it or not, that was fabricated. We had Industrial Light and Magic and Skywalker Sound together craft the sound of the gas coming out of the Spring Break lawyer.
I sit down and wait for my answer. That's nice.
Oh,
It was a
yes. Thank you.
digital
Great
part.
question, though. Great question. Yeah.
Luca.
All of that. Everything you said to me right now was
That was a good Luca recreation. Absolutely.
That'd be good. It would just be me on the panel doing the Q&A, and the room would be packed, of course, and I'd be answering all kinds of questions. Yes, we did 8 takes of that scene where I ran down the street with no clothes.
See, I would have went just to hear you at that panel.
Thank you.
Spoke, you didn't grow up in Chicago. I forget where you grew up.
I grew up in Wheeling.
Oh, okay. Excuse me.
It's
Well, then
close
you
to
did grow up
Chicago.
here. Absolutely.
Yeah, well, yeah, just a little bit north, Wheeling,
Luca,
Illinois.
not to be confused with Luca Brazzi. He's Don Corleone. It is an honor and a pleasure to be at your daughter's wedding. And should she have a child, let it be a masculine child. Thank you, Luca, my friend. Well,
She's very masculine.
Take some comics and sit down and have some cake. All right, Don Corleone. What was I going to say?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Well, all right. Given that you grew up here, now I know you watched Svengoolie, obviously.
Yes. He was on tonight. Frankenstein meets Dracula?
Yeah.
Or Wolfman. Wolfman. Yeah.
That's a good one. That's a really good one. That's where Bela Lugosi plays Frankenstein in that one.
That's right.
Oh, does he? I
Yep.
know that. Yeah.
They fight at
Bella,
the end.
Bella.
Yeah, they literally do fight at the end. And of course, Lon Chaney playing the werewolf, Larry Talbot. But I love. It was funny. The original Wolfman was on this afternoon on Turner Classic Movies, and I love that. And I also love when he's in Abbott and Costello Meet Frankenstein. You don't understand. Every night when the moon is full, I turn to a wolf. You and 100 other guys. Shut up, Lou.
That's true. He did say that. And Glenn Strange was Frankenstein in that movie.
He was an awesome Frankenstein.
They made an amigo of him.
I was going to say,
Strange makeup.
He more so, I think, than the Karloff Frankenstein. It really is the Glenn Strange Frankenstein version that's merchandised, I think, the most.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I think it has to do with Karloff's likeness.
Probably. I don't want my likeness made into a toy.
Yeah. But I see Karloff's mummy likeness on a lot of things.
Well, because he's bandaged up, so there's no real, Well, actually, you're right. He has the dried face. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. That's a Sal Abenani question because of all the licensing that he had to clear, so Alice could do all those great black and white paintings he did for the Blu-rays.
But I made a custom Mego Bizarro using the Boris Karloff mummy head, and my Bizarro Mego figure with the Boris Karloff mummy head made it into that really thick 5-pound DC Comics history book from Taschen Publishing.
Yes.
So double page spread with the Migos.
Yes.
Those are my guys.
Attaboy. Yeah, I know.
Nine of those figures are mine. So the Boris Karloff is in there. It's pretty cool.
I'm going to look that up, Artie. I'm going to see if I can find that picture.
It's thick. I like it.
Yeah.
It's thick. I like it.
Yeah, it's thick. It's real thick.
I like it. It's thick.
Yeah, I like it. I like it too. Yeah. I don't know if it's online. It might be on the original website.
I'm sure somebody. Yeah, but I'm sure somebody.
Taschen. Taschen. Ooh, there's teenage girls screaming in my house.
I heard.
Yeah. Did you really?
I really did.
Cool.
Oh, yeah, we heard
That's cool. Because my daughter and her friends are dressed like Alvin and the Chipmunks.
Wow.
And they're wearing sweatshirts in the ears.
I just heard it scream right there.
And they said, Dad, people have been telling us to sing. I'm like, well, what'd you sing? And they're like, we don't know any songs. I said, how about Christmas time? And they're like, oh, we know that. And I went, and the other one, do, Alvin and the Chipmunks. And I sang the theme song for them. And they're like, oh, that's a song. I said, I taught them to, but they didn't go back out.
All right, it's going to be kind of small.
Yeah, do it.
The link is dead, but I will show it. Hold on 1 second.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's share screens, Johnny.
It's all good, sir. See?
For justice. Because there's a Batman Mego on there. He's the best one.
It's going to be thick.
So, yeah, sorry.
There it is.
It's real tiny. But, yeah, right there.
Mm-hmm.
There he is.
Click on that, probably get it larger.
No, you can't because here.
Oh, you can't?
Dead.
Okay.
There you go.
But on that picture, if you put your face close, that's how you enlarge it. But the Green Lantern is mine. The Flash is mine.
Can you see my cursor as I'm going around?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. The Flash is mine. The Green Lantern above him is mine. And the Wonder Woman laying on the floor is mine. That's a custom. They're all customs, by the way.
Wonder Woman's laying like a hooer, Tony.
Yeah, a little bit. Because
with her skirt and everything. Let me
see the Bizarro up on top, the purple one? That Bizarro has a Boris Karloff head.
Absolutely.
And right next to him is Lex Luthor. That's my custom. And right below him is Catwoman. That's my custom. And the Riddler next to Lex Luthor is a custom Riddler with a Frank Gorshin head. And then below him is the Penguin with the purple umbrella. And those are all mine. Those are all from my collection. Because Taschen sent me a list of like 30 characters that they wanted to feature in this spread. It's a Vanity Fair spread, they said. And it's funny because I don't know who the character above Wonder Woman is. It might be Wonder Girl.
That's Wonder Girl.
Yeah, Wonder Girl. And next to her is Barbara Gordon, Batgirl.
Right.
But Batgirl is a custom figure. But I did not send them that. I don't know where they got that, but that's custom figure also. And so they sent me a list of 30 characters. So I sent them and some of the characters on the list, I didn't have them. Like I didn't have a Martian Manhunter or several of the guys now, but I made them for them. And I think Wonder Woman was one of them. So I made her so I could send it to her. and sent it to them. But Bizarro was one I had, and I sent them. Of course, I sent them Superman, Aquaman, Batman, Robin, Joker. I sent them all the characters that they requested, but they used the originals, which I was hoping they would. So those are the real Migos, but all the custom figures that you see on there all came from me, except for Batgirl. I don't know where they got that one from.
That's awesome.
But
Very
yeah, that
nice.
was really cool. And I'm in that book on 9 different pages.
Yeah.
There's 9 pages where I'm in there, like between Tiny Titans or my drawings or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that was really cool to see that.
No, those Taschen books, honestly, no matter the subject, they're incredible books if you're a fan of whatever.
Yeah.
And truly, yeah, that's I mean, the James Bond Taschen book is amazing. I've seen other ones. Yeah, they're really
Sean
cool.
Connery's in there.
Yes.
Are
I
you guys-
bought. Go ahead. No, you go ahead.
I was
Sam.
going to ask because Art, you brought up Bizarro.
Yes.
Do either of you guys, are you aware of any good Bizarro stories, like either animated or an episode of a show? Any case where he's been?
I like
show?
them. What made me a fan of the character and Solomon Grundy and the artist Scott Collins is he did a series, a comic book series with Bizarro, and I don't know if it was together, Bizarro and Solomon Grundy together, or was it Solomon Grundy with Bizarro was in there? I can't remember, but those books made me a big fan of Bizarro because he was more like a big brute, a big goof, like the Hulk, and that's what I recommend for Bizarro if you want the new modern Bizarro. Because
Also, go on.
Yeah, go ahead. No,
I
no.
got another one.
Yeah, because back in the old days, he was just the opposite of.
Yeah,
Superman.
they're funny. They're silly.
Yeah.
They're the
They're silly.
stories.
But he
are
wasn't
silly.
like the Hulk.
I'm
He wasn't a
glad.
brute. Like later on, as they went, he became like a brute, and because the John Byrne era too is a really good origin Bizarro story because he created Bizarro as a clone of Superman, but Lex Luthor created Bizarro in the John Byrne books. In the Man of Steel, Lex Luthor created Bizarro from a strand of Superman's hair. He cloned him, but he didn't have the Kryptonian DNA or atmosphere to create Bizarro. So when Bizarro was created on Earth, he was all like, he was all wanky, wonky, whatever. He was like, yeah. So Bizarro's weird, and ever since then, Bizarro became like an idiot, kind of like a goof. So, but he's a goof with the Hulk strength. But if you want that, Man of Steel is really good for his origin, and the Scott Collins stuff is really good for a good story.
I've got a third one. When I believe it was Jeff Johns writing, but Eric Powell drew an arc of Superman with Bizarro, and it had Bat-Zarro in it as well. Maybe that was the Superman or the Batman Superman book or Superman Batman.
No, that
book.
was Action Comics, but it was
okay. Yeah, that's right.
Remember when?
Wasn't it Jeff? Did Jeff write it?
Jeff wrote with Donner, Richard Donner.
Right. Yes.
He wrote with when he brought back Zod and Ursa and Non from the Phantom Zone.
Yeah. Yep.
Well, the next story arc after that was the Bizarros. I don't know if he wrote that Richard Donner or not.
I don't think Donner wrote on that one, but it was that era. Yes.
Yeah, it was right at, and because the Donner books, the first 2 came out, and then it took a little bit after. It took a little while to finish the whole story arc, but the Bizarro one with Jeff Johns and Eric Powell was really good. I forgot about that because they treated it like opposite, like all the Green Lanterns were now Yellow Lanterns, and Batman was in there. He was real goofy. That was really good.
Yeah,
Bat-Zarro. That was where he showed up, and then Bat-Zarro showed up in Jeff Loeb's stuff too.
That's what I was going to say. I remember him being in Superman Batman as well, but that version was, I believe, Ed McGuinness drew that version.
Yeah, McGuinness. And Bat-Zarro didn't have eyes. It was weird because he I guess, I don't know why. They never said. It's just opposite. As blind as a bat, I guess. But he didn't have eyes in his helmet. And his mask was more like a helmet. It was round. It was cool, man. So, yeah, Ed McGuinness stuff, too.
So, yeah, there's four Bizarros. And also,
a lot of that's modern, too.
I got another one that came out of the New 52. There was a mini-series, and it was written by my buddy Heath Corson, and it was a road trip of Jimmy Olsen and Bizarro, and it's funny. Yeah. It's really, really funny, and it was drawn by this great Italian artist. It looks like a children's book.
Yeah,
in the
I know
best
that
way.
one too.
And I swear, my buddy Heath, I won't deny we're friends, but he's been a great. He's done a handful of decent comics, but he's a great DC animation writer. He wrote the Justice League, Throne of Atlantis, Aquaman, animated movie. He wrote the Suicide Squad animated movie, the first one that was very, very good. He's done like a handful of the DC animated movies, and he also wrote Johnny Quest Meet Tom and Jerry, which actually is a very
cool.
It's a crazy team up, but it actually works because Tom and Jerry stay silent throughout the whole thing, and it starts with like a 10-minute Tom and Jerry sequence that totally looks like 1940s MGM. It isn't those really, it isn't the bad ones where they're friends and like
they smile.
And they're always like smiling and just nodding and stuff. It's like Jesus, like I there's not enough weed for me to watch those episodes of Tom and Jerry.
I gotta check those out. Yeah.
I always liked Johnny Quest. Did you guys like Johnny Quest?
Johnny Quest.
Yeah, I was a fan. It was always the show. Yeah, you watch all the funny, crazy stuff first, and then right before American Bandstand, you would watch Johnny Quest. And then you take an episode of that or
that awesome electric guitars and the frogmen with the laser guns and the scary mummy walking and stuff.
The dark side is overwhelming our Jedi.
Exactly.
Yeah, the lights. Obi-Wan didn't pay his electrical bill this month.
Kathleen.
Well, what I like about Johnny Quest, especially the opening, was all the artwork was drawn. You could see the ink and the pencil lines and the ink lines. It's hatching and stuff.
But
that was like Alex taught that his best.
I thought Obi-Wan was arranging the tenants for us for a second. I thought he's about to. He's going to pull a Jeffrey Toobin on us.
I was looking forward to that. Yeah.
I'm sorry. What? My camera's on?
Oh, no.
No.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Oh.
And it's in my pants, that bad feeling.
It's right here.
Oh, no. I'm itching down there, Kathleen. Can you give me some calamine, Kathleen?
Kathleen?
Some powder, some talcum powder.
From what I understand, though, is after these 8 weeks of The Mandalorian, Obi-Wan starts like a month or two after.
That's what I've heard, too.
Man, that's going to be... if they put Anakin in there, Hayden Christensen, and Darth Vader, and if they do Obi-Wan the way they're doing Mandalorian, oh my God. You imagine?
Yeah.
Oh, it makes me want to all right, it gets to the point you watch a Mandalorian episode, and I don't know what to do with the rest of my life. I'm done. I could be finished now. I could go see baby Jesus, but I can't because there's still 7 more to go. That's how it is. Like Star Wars, please keep it like this forever. And if Obi-Wan can handle this and continue, as long as John Favreau is overseeing it, who else is working? Dave Filoni's working with him.
Yep.
As long as these guys are working with him, man, oh my God, they could do it. They could make Star Wars is not complicated. Star Wars is easy. You ask any fan, and they'll tell you what the story should be. Don't listen to Kathleen and all these people over there confused and firing people.
No, you're right, sir. And it's the same thing with Star Trek. It's like it ain't hard to do. Just do it right. Just do it right.
Ask any fan, and they'll tell you what needs to be done.
Ask any mermaid you happen to see.
Ask any fan about Obi-Wan, and they're gonna ask. You ask them, how important is Anakin Skywalker to Obi-Wan? And they'll tell you.
I like Aniston Skywalker. That's he's the aspirin version.
Well, that's Jennifer Aniston's brother, Aniston.
Aniston. No, I was thinking of the old aspirin brand Aniston. But quick relief for Jedis, use Aniston Skywalker.
She's going to be my pick from now on. When people ask me, all right, name a modern woman.
She should be Gyro Man's girlfriend. Because she's great.
He doesn't quite have a... Yeah, she is, right? Yep. He doesn't quite have a girlfriend as of yet.
Is John Stamos going to make a cameo in Gyro Man?
I might. That would be a good idea.
And and Telly Savalas should be a bad guy.
And he's flowing.
Hey, how are you, baby?
John Stamos is flowing. And you just know you did this and you know what that means.
You could just put his hair in there. Just the hair. Yeah, that'd be a good hair.
I do have a character who's a chickpea.
Who's a chickpea?
Chickpea. Named Chicks. Chickpea. And it's female.
I like how
she's a chickpea.
Chickpeas can have gender.
I like how Gyro Man is the defender of fried foods.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, it comes from it's Chicago. Chicago foods, beef sandwiches, hot wings, Harold's, and the king of Peterbilt. Who would you think? Based on me, Chicago foods.
I don't know. His name is Gus. I don't know.
He's king. He's the king. Now
king.
think of a restaurant that has a king for their mascot, but not Burger King. Not Burger King. Think
White Castle.
Well,
White
Harold.
Castle?
Harold's the king.
Harold is the king. So the king of Peterbilt is King Harold. That's true.
Yes.
And he heralds girl, man. He calls upon him. But I just spoiled who the king is. The king requests your presence. Can I meet him? Not yet. So it's King Harold. So King Harold shows up and saves the day.
I just like to say that I'm betting Franco's story still would have sucked if he had gotten to the ending.
I don't think I ever want to know what the story is, because I see you guys when I can't join.
It was fine.
I still see you guys, and I chime in now and then, and I listen for. My attention span is not really long, so I listen to about 30 seconds, and I'm like, I'm gone. I'm out of here. So most of the time when I can't join is because I can't join. It's not because I don't want to.
No, you're tired, and your vampire hours. And
I got to drive. I always got to drive people.
Yeah, drive people now. I understand.
Pick up place. Yeah,
that's like Vanita. Vanita Rogers disappeared from the convention circuit because she had to drive people.
Yeah,
she's
your
being
kids
a mom.
grow up.
She was being a mom, and I totally understand.
My kids are 17 and 14, so
that's
insane. You see, hear them. They're up there screaming right now.
Did they dress up? Did they dress up for Halloween?
Yeah, my son didn't. He had to work today. He dressed up like a McDonald's.
Like a McDonald's worker?
Yeah.
That's a good outfit. Good. That's a good costume.
My daughter dressed up with a big Alvin shirt.
Alvin!
They were off. They're cute. They look good. And sometimes my daughter and her friends, they like to dress up like boys, and then they go to the park and try to fool people, and they film each other. And she dresses up like a boy, and she sees her. Sup, Dad?
My name's Dwayne. Hi.
And then I tell them, "You are the cutest boys I've ever seen." No, don't call us cute, dude. It's funny,
dude.
But they're awesome.
Because that's what we say is, dude.
Dude, what's up, dude? They go, no, they say, bro. Don't call us creep, bro. And they give me handshakes. Give me a secret handshake.
Bro reminds me of when Matt Fraction was writing Hawkeye, and he had all the Russian mobsters in tracksuits. Bro, what do you do to me, bro?
Really?
Yeah, it was very funny. Cool. It was very funny. And he's like, yeah, that's based on reality. I'm like, no, I know. I've seen those guys. Hey, bro, what are you doing to me, bro? Come on. I'm telling you, Alexander Nevsky is going to become my best friend, the Russian action hero that I've befriended. And he's going to be on Oya. I like the Oya podcast. I like it very much. He's great.
That's cool. Oh, does he really?
Yeah, he's cool, no. I'm saying eventually I'll make him like the show. But he came on Word Balloon. He makes action movies. He's made 7 movies in 15 years. And he writes and directs them as well as stars in them. And he's got all the guys that you see in the movies that go right to Redbox. Michael Madsen and Eric Roberts. And he had David Carradine before he passed away, and Tia Carrera, and the blonde lady from Terminator 3, the blonde Terminator, the little cutie.
The red leather.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. I like these.
It's true, and he makes these ridiculous like action movies, but they're fun. They're funny in a good way.
Imagine if he made Star Wars. It would come out every 2 years, and they would just be packed.
Plus,
you don't have to worry about history and history.
He's a Sherman tank. He's a big former Mr. Universe bodybuilder, and he's also an old amateur boxer. And so that that was my in with him. He's I still love boxing. So we talked about 20 minutes just about boxing. But also another guy like that, Artie. There's a great TV writer, and his name is Rodney Barnes. I had never heard of him, but he was one of the producers on Runaways, the Hulu Marvel show. American Gods with Neil Gaiman on Starz. He produced that show, and then he also did sitcoms. Everybody Hates Chris, the Chris Rock sitcom.
I love that show.
And among others, and he's making a show about the 1980s Lakers for HBO, a dramatization of the 80s Lakers. So, and we're talking Rodney Barnes, and he has a comic book called Philadelphia about vampires.
I watched some of that about Philadelphia. Yeah, I watched some of your show.
He was amazing.
Good.
And out of nowhere, when we were setting up the talk, and I was just like going to line him up and everything, he went to Howard University, and Howard is one of those historic black colleges. And I said, that's amazing. I said, in the 90s, I interviewed Rock Newman a couple times, Riddick Bowe's manager. And he's like, oh, I knew Rock. He goes, I went to a lot of Riddick's fights. I was ringside because with my TV connections, I could always get good seats. And I'm like, oh, Rodney, you just said a bad thing. I go, now we're going to have to talk boxing on the podcast. Boxing, And he was laughing. And yeah, man, we had a great conversation about that really good fight with Lomachenko and
the latest one?
Yeah.
What is it? Oh, not Lewis.
It was amazing. It was Teofilio Lopez.
Lopez, yeah. Oh, that was such
crushed him.
Yeah, he didn't let the guy win. That was the best part.
Constant pressure.
Yeah, he didn't beat him up. He just didn't let him win. And I liked that a lot. And Lomachenko was destroyed after that fight. You see him interviewed, and he goes, "Oh, he didn't know what to say.
He was humiliated. He really was humiliated.
He'll never be the same. He's never.
I don't know about that. He's really, and also already.
It's awesome. Well, he lost before.
Well, yeah, and also there's 4 belts out there. He'll win. He should go back.
He got 3 taken away. But
he should slim down. He should either be at 126 or 130.
Yeah, he needs to go back down. It's kind of like Chocolatito.
Yes,
Chocolatito's never been the same after he lost 2 in a row. He's never the same. And he came back I think and won the last one, but he's not the same guy. And same with I think Lomachenko could fall into that same thing where he'll never be the same, because once an invincible guy thinks he's invincible, is that it? Invincible.
Invincible, yeah. Indivisible. You're thinking of the Pledge of Allegiance. Indivisible.
Indivisible under God.
Indivisible.
Come back and if he
that
loses
means you are invincible. It's the opposite of being invincible.
Man, you have to wear bandages, but you're invincible, but invisible, indivisible.
Do you see what Ed's saying about the fight? Loma, paralysis by analysis. Step on the pedal, man. Trying to analyze timing forever. Get busy throwing hands. Loma needs to drop down and weight. Absolutely, yes.
Loma didn't do anything for the first 5 rounds, and that's why he lost. So the other guy,
as we know, 12 rounds is too short of a fight. You can't give up that much of the fight and expect to win.
You can't give up the first round because that counts later. Like, oh, the other guy won it. Like, well,
you're not wrong.
Oh, you gotta do it, man.
But it was a fun fight to watch.
It was good. That was one of the best fights to watch in the last few years. Well, Absolutely. With the pandemic, I was watching a lot of reruns, and now that the fights are back, and I almost canceled the Zone because I'm like, it's not good. It just they're not showing stuff, but there's a lot of good fights.
They do show darts.
And Joshua's coming back December 12th.
Right.
Anthony Joshua. So that's why I kept it. I want to see Joshua. And every Friday from now until then, there's pretty much a fight on every Friday. So I'm still catching up.
Yeah, there was a fight either tonight or last night on DAZN. I forget which. I haven't watched it yet.
There's some good ones. Yeah, there's good ones. And I enjoy the boxing. I tell like, did you watch the Star Wars? But
exactly.
I enjoy the boxing. Even when I don't know the fighters, if they're going to headline, I want to watch them. And they're usually good fights. You know, I love when the fights end fast, but then you could admire the ones that go the distance, you know, for skill.
Well, as long as there's action and they're not hugging each other. And sometimes when you get beyond welterweight, the guys like from middleweight to heavyweight, sometimes all they do is hold each other. Did you see the one that was on DAZN a couple months ago? And it was the British contender Dylan White with the Russian. Hello. And he was beating the Russian for 3 rounds. And all of a sudden, Dylan White's hands got wide, and the Russian cranked up this uppercut and knocked him out stone cold.
Yeah,
I'm sure it's sitting on DAZN. You should watch it because it's only only 4 rounds. And seriously, it was the best. Because this guy was one of the former Russian heavyweight. Like he was the world champion, but he's from Russia. And he was, really like put himself back in the title picture because everybody thought he was shot. because he's like 40, and he crushed this guy.
Oh yeah, I did watch that. I know what you're talking about because now that you're recapping it, like, yeah, I did see that. There's been a few of those. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Like it.
This is the boxing portion of the podcast being brought to you by Necco. Necco candies. They taste like chalk, but people still eat them. Back to you guys.
See, we don't need Scoot and we don't need Francis. We got the three of us. We're good. There we go. Oh, you already said that.
I never showed the moment I showed up anyway. So
you picked it up. You picked it up immediately because, yeah, like, and again, Franco thinks it's funny when he does it like, oh, no, it'll be funny. I won't talk. And it's like, not that funny.
There's
trying to be really pissed. That's why he's really
tension. There's tension.
I like how this mask formed my face. I don't know. Oh, it is on. All right, it's not the way my chin looks. It's just cut. It's just cut high.
Yeah, it does give you kind of a pointier looking chin.
Mm-hmm.
That's hilarious. That's very true.
But my goatee is sticking out.
For justice.
That's what he does.
I like it.
Sorry,
we should do a Joshua preview when it's closer to the fight. Although he's going to win. He's fighting a bum.
Yeah,
because he's fighting a bum,
mm-hmm.
and Tyson Fury's going to fight a bum, and then they're going to fight each other in the spring.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, there's no doubt.
They're tune-ups. And that's all right. He needs – I got no problem because the last two fights with Joshua were with the Mexican fighter.
Yeah, Areola.
No, not Areola. No. The guy that had the title the guy that knocked him out and had the title for 2 seconds.
Oh, he had a man. Wow,
I know. Shame on me. That's why I don't. I'm not saying it pejoratively. He is a Mexican. Andy Ruiz. Ruiz. Attaboy. Yes.
I know that's my wife's maiden name. Yeah, Ruiz.
Oh, really? That's wild.
Andy Ruiz, and she went, "What, a Ruiz? Yeah, he's the champ." Oh,
are you going to buy the pay-per-view already for Tyson and Roy Jones?
Mike Tyson, Roy Jones.
Yeah.
I didn't know about this.
They're going to fight an 8-round exhibition, but they're not going to wear pads. They're not going to wear headgear.
Wow.
And I just heard Tyson interviewed on Joe Rogan's show from early October, and I haven't heard the Roy Jones interview. But one of my mainframe buddies who works with the Penguins, and because he works with the Penguins and stuff, gets access to these really good gyms. Went to the gym where Roy was training.
Yeah.
And he saw Roy training and stuff, and he's like, Roy looks great.
Yeah.
I think Tyson's too big.
I think Tyson has the strength, and if he gets hit with one of those punches, he's going to know it. But I think Roy will have the speed and the stamina. I don't know. But that's a fight I will go to if I could go to see it at Wild Wings. I'll go see it there. Or if it's $100 fight, I don't know if it's worth it. $100.
I understand. I don't know.
It's like the Batman series, season 3 Batman, where all the bad guys are old. I don't know. I never liked Roy Jones. Yeah.
As a guy, I didn't mind him, but I mean, and he was funny as a guy to have on the radio and stuff. But I agree with you. Oh, he ducked big fighters.
Well, he punched a guy in the Olympics, and he, or not even Olympic. I think he did that in real boxing.
No, it was. Well, he didn't.
Just took a knee and he punched him. And ever since then, I didn't like. I don't know where he did that, but he did that once, and I don't like him ever since then.
That's interesting.
Yeah, and I'm like, oh, this guy. And ever since then, I wanted somebody to knock him out. And then when Roy Jones started to get knocked out, I liked it. Kind of like Mayweather. Like, he's so good, but he's cocky. I like him in the ring, but he's frustrating to watch.
Oh, yeah.
And out of the ring, I hate him because he it's all about
money. Well, and he's
the money.
You know, he hit his girlfriend and stuff. That's not cool.
But I wanted, right. And then I wanted someone to knock him out so bad. And if they lost the fight, at least beat him up. And that's what I was hoping with Pacquiao. But he outclassed him. He ran away.
He had a hurt arm, and he didn't tell anybody, which is really
shoulder was hurting.
They should almost take back his purse. That should almost be a violation.
Yeah,
but it never will be.
1 year until
Ed reminds me that there's a pay-per-view on Showtime tonight that frankly shouldn't be a pay-per-view, but it's Gervonta Davis versus Leo Santa Cruz.
I don't even know who those guys are. Santa Cruz.
Santa Cruz.
Larry Fine from the Three Stooges was a boxer once.
That's right, Mo.
Hey, Mo, look at me. I'm going to hit you in the face. Quiet, yo. And, of course, the famous boxing episode of the Three Stooges where Curly goes crazy when he...
Stradivarius.
That's right, when he hears the violin.
And he's got the funnel for the spittoon. He's like, hello, Ma. I'm trying the best I can, but it ain't good enough. Have you seen Larry, Ma? And Moa slaps him.
Quiet, yo.
Remember that they always had to calm him down with a feather or like a paintbrush on his chin?
Oh, yeah, that was another one. But this one was the one where Pop Goes the Weasel would make him go nuts.
Yeah, and they'd have to tickle his chin with a paintbrush.
That's that
well,
wasn't
it. Well, Larry Cheese.
Yeah, that's on Bust Off, exactly. No, Limburger.
Yeah. And they shove it in his mouth. Yeah, and he breathes and they all pass out.
I always wonder how come that doesn't happen every time. It was just that one episode.
Well, it was different characters. Dr. Fine, Dr. Howard, Dr. Fine, Dr. Howard. Good stuff, man.
Good, man.
Those are amazing. Those shows.
Review those. See who comes, because those are good and classic. Charge $100 to watch every Stooge episode in the theater.
Did you used to go in the 70s and 80s when they had Three Stooges marathons at movie theaters?
Yeah,
I used to go.
Oh, really? Yeah, they used to show at the Brighton Theater, Southside Chicago. They used to show stuff in matinees on Sunday.
Yeah.
It was.
I was in a Curly imitation contest at when I was in high school.
Really?
It was awesome. Yeah. And the guy who won didn't sound like him, and I was the runner-up because I did the best, which is easy to do.
Your hair's more like Shemp.
That's true.
You know?
But the guy I lost to was a college guy, and he would walk like Curly and go into a full flip and like pretend faint. And he did it on the stage without any like padding or anything like that. And the guy was like in great shape, like gymnast body or whatever. Not that I was paying attention. Hot. But
you love him.
But he won. Exactly. He won, and he won. He won they gave him a Baker Square pie, and I was supposed to throw it in his face, and I threw it in his face.
Oh, good. You got
a good prize.
And he's like, all right, guys, whoever wins gets the pie in the face.
Nice.
So
when I was in college, I gave a speech about the Three Stooges. We had to do an informative speech, so I did it on them.
I to tell you.
Hello, everyone.
Go ahead.
I started it off with a demonstration of the Curly Shuffle. So I did that thing where he goes crazy with his feet, and then he drops to the floor and he spins around. I was doing all that in the front of the classroom. And then I got up and I was really dizzy and realized that I still had to do the whole speech.
Okay. I got to throw up now. I hope you don't mind.
Well, and then I finished the speech. I got through it, the whole thing, and I went to sit down in my seat, and I looked, and the floor had all these scuff marks from my shoes in a circular
I bet the janitor
formation.
hated you.
I'm sure he did, but I was too embarrassed to go clean it up myself because the next class was coming in. And I didn't want them to ask me what I was doing. I didn't want to have to say, well, I made these marks doing the Curly Shuffle. So now I have to clean it up. I just left it and I walked away.
One of my good friends.
I got an A+.
I won't name him. Regarding the Curly Shuffle, one of my good friends at his wedding, and I was the best man. Like when the party got crazy, they played, because he was such a massive Three Stooges fan. They had a DJ at the wedding instead of a band. And they played the old Curly Shuffle, Jump in the Saddle song.
Yeah.
And hey Mo. Yeah. And me and another groomsman and the groom, we all did like our Curly Shuffle dancing and stuff. And it was terrible. And I think it might be one of the reasons why the marriage didn't work out.
Oh.
What's with the Curly Shuffle at my wedding?
Because remember, Cheers had an episode about that only men like Three Stooges. Yeah, she goes, well, we have nothing in common, and then he got mad because nothing belonged to Sam, and he goes, well, you like Three Stooges? Yeah, that's right. She hates the Three Stooges, so he was real happy about that. So I think men love Three Stooges. Yeah,
Ed gives us a boxing update. Uppercut by Davis. Uppercut by Davis to the chin. Santa Cruz was left in a heap on the canvas with his leg underneath his back. Ow!
Underneath his back.
Yeah, I don't know how that worked, but I bet
that's not. Back? No, I'm still using it. Thank you.
I know.
I want to see what that
used to call me canvas back. I'd stand like this, not for long.
Hey,
That was
Mo.
funny. Yeah.
Hey,
I got a
Mo.
week back. When'd you get that? Oh, about a week back. I got 2 kinks in my back. Oasis.
Yep. That's another one, exactly. The best ones from the Shemp years and also from the movies was when they would do Maha. Actually, it's even the Curly was in the original one.
Yeah.
And Mo would go with Larry. All right, now we need someone from the audience to help me with this next trick. Can we have a young? And Larry would go, "Here I am." A young? Yeah, I'm young. I'm 62. Yeah. I'm a spry 62. I love Larry. Larry's the best. Have you seen that footage of Larry being interviewed at the old actors' home in Hollywood? And sadly, it's after his stroke, so his face is droopy. But his mind was fine, and it was Larry fine, and he gave an interesting interview.
Hey, Mo.
Hey, Mo.
Yeah, sadly, like that, exactly.
That's what Ren and Stimpy was based off of. Larry
Right,
Fine.
right. Stimpy is Larry. It's Billy West doing his Larry imitation. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Quiet, you.
He is a great Larry.
Yeah, that's how I learned how to do it. Yeah, I don't know, Mo. Yeah. I should have done that. That usually makes Franco laugh when I do Larry. Maybe he would have laughed at that.
Oh, he's
Maybe.
probably watching now, laughing. I'm sure.
Oh, I'm sure. No, I doubt it. He's in bed. He's asleep.
All my impersonations are always one word, like "you see." That's it. Or like
that's why I'm here, sir, to help you out.
Yeah, I always do impersonations of you guys doing impersonations.
I never put 2 and 2 together, and I was watching Jack Benny last week, and he says "you see" as well, but there's now you see the people here. That's Cosby, and then Jack Benny's like, "Now I bought a house, you see."
Yeah,
that's how he says
it. That's true.
That's a good.
And they did. They're both you see people.
I always
because I was watching one. It's like, now the other day I had Dennis Day on the show. You see.
Yeah, it's like the end of the breath. You see.
Yeah, it's like the end of the But again, it's like, so my wife Camille. You see.
See, my grandma would talk like that, but she would say, "Mind you." Like,
mind you, it's a good old person thing. Mind you.
Mind you. Yeah, my Mexican.
That's awesome. As opposed to incidentally.
Like,
I like mind you.
Yeah. Like, no, I'm telling you the truth, mind you. I'm like, okay.
Mind you.
You would say that, mind you. You never come over to see me anymore, mind you.
Who?
Like, oh, grandma. That's what my grandma would say, mind you. It's true.
I know. I made sure I visited Anita a lot before she passed away. My aunt. She was 98.
I like that. It's a good ripe old age. Why did people think ripe?
I would call her, and her hearing was shot. She's like, "John, I can't understand you, Anita."
I know what you're saying.
And I'm yelling on the phone. All right, now I can hear you. I'm like, I can't do this for the whole conversation, Anita.
You know what? I bet that's true. That's true. I was going to say something, but I'm not going to say it. That's all right.
Okay, all right, no problem.
It's going to be funny, but then it wasn't.
He cut that out himself before he
I
said
edited it. It was a self-edit. Sometimes you have to do that.
It's on. Mind you.
Yeah, there it is. That's how it works. Mind you. Yeah. So you could use it in the beginning too. Mind you, I only took 1 piece of candy. See, that's almost like a selfish.
It's like aloha.
Yeah. Like you say, I only took 1 candy, mind you. Yeah, it's an afterthought.
Oh my God. That's
They're
awesome.
trick or treating on Tatooine. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah. You get sand, you get a rock.
I got a rock.
I got soy sauce. Trick or treating.
Yeah. All right, I won't deny it. I'm getting tired.
Yeah, we can end it.
Should we end it? We did.
Yeah,
we did 3 hours. I figured we owed him an hour after we had the silent. We were in the cone of silence with Franco.
Yeah, I saw you guys go on before I had to go. I had to go do things and run around. But once I came home and everybody was active, no one needed me anymore. That's when I came on. So that's good. I grabbed my mask. I set up my camera.
I don't understand what happened to Negan. I sent him the link.
He said he was busy. I saw the text. He had to do something tonight.
Well, that's why I was confused. He's like, I didn't get the link. I'm like, you said you were too busy. Oh, that's hilarious. Oh my God. All right. Oh, Artie. All right. I got to share this before we leave because we didn't talk about it. A little baseball. a little baseball thing.
La Russa?
Yeah,
Tony.
and is it my mail? Yes.
Tony La Russa. He's 76 years old, but I still think he has the knowledge. 5'9". Yeah, what is that?
That's
Spray hair.
yeah, because
What?
back in the 80s, Tony would do these commercials
That's
for
right.
Consort hair products, and they were a couple TV commercials with his face, but then they had these radio ads. He wasn't on them, but you hear two guys talking, and it was totally guys with Chicago accents.
Yeah,
Hey, you ever notice Tony Russo when he doesn't have his baseball cap on over by there? Yeah, he's got great hair. What's the secret? Hey, it's Consort hair products for men. Really? Exactly. And it's like, oh, yeah, Tony knows better when it comes to hair products what to get. And he gets great hairspray from Consort over by there.
I need a beef sandwich, 2 of them.
Exactly. So when they announced Tony being back on his this shows you how devious the internet is and eBay, because I put social media tweets about the ad with the Consort hair products and Tony's good hair right there. It's got good hair. Look at him. Look at him.
I hope it's good. The what I'm hearing is people fearing that he's too old and he's going to treat the young guys like kids, like, oh, go out and do your best, kid, you know? So like you get softer as you get older, you know?
Sure.
Generous with younger people. You're not as hard on them. So hopefully he still has that fighting edge he had with the Cardinals and the A's. But we'll see. He got fired from the Sox for no reason, just because Hawk Harrelson didn't like him. I think it was a personal thing.
Yep.
But that upset everybody because we won ugly, and then the next year they fired him. Or the
right,
year
and all he did was go to the A's and turn them into a World Series team. Yeah. Then he goes to the Cardinals and turns them into a World Series team.
And then he brought Mark McGwire to the Cardinals. Yeah.
And then and then also because at first when I didn't know. I don't pay attention every day. And when I heard the news, I contacted my score guys because they know.
Yeah.
And so I talked to North and I talked to Jesse Rogers, and I'm like, help me out. Is this a good thing? And they're both like, could be.
Yeah, we don't know.
Because he's been in the front office of the Red Sox.
Oh,
and they've been winning. So you can't – it's like, all right, I know he hasn't put the double mitts on and been in the dugout for 9 years. But I don't believe – they're like, well, I don't know if he at 76 can handle today's players. I don't think baseball's changed that much in 9 years. I got to be honest.
I don't think that's the problem. I think it's him. Did he get soft? Did he turn into great grandpa? Is he grandpa style?
I don't think he did. I don't know.
Or is he still that lawyer that we knew before he was baseball? He was a lawyer.
Yep.
Is he still that guy? If he's still that guy,
I think he's still that guy.
If he's still that guy, we're gonna do awesome.
I think it's going to be like when the Cubs got Lou Piniella at the end of Lou Piniella's career. And Lou Piniella he didn't get him all the way, but he turned him into a contender. And this team is young enough.
Yeah.
And I think they need a guy that can handle this stuff. I think this is good, man.
I'm okay with it. I'm going to watch it. I watched every game this year. All 60 games, I saw them. I watched each one. And I knew how good the team was when they went to the playoffs. And they lost those playoff games. They didn't lose them. They didn't give up the game. They just didn't win them. Like the pitcher Rodon gave up every time he came in. I called it. All right, he's going to walk 3 guys. He's going to give up this. They're going to lose. And they did every time they put in Rodon. And if I have to blame one guy, it's him. But then you blame Ricky for putting in Rodon. And like in that last game, they put 11 pitchers in the game. And that pitcher Rodon walked 2 guys and the 2 guys he walked in, they scored those 2 runs and they lost by those 2 runs. So it is Ricky and Rodon. I don't know why Rodon's on the team. They should fire him too. But that's what got me upset. So I was so mad. So yeah. Well, whatever happens, happens. We'll see what happens.
That was a baseball portion of the podcast brought to you by Consort, hairspray for men.
Fire Rodon.
Just like what exactly do what Tony does over by there, and again, look at that hair. Look at that hair.
Oh, that's a handsome man.
Boy, I'd like to.
He's 40 years younger. 40 years older than that. He's
Well
like,
groomed.
35 years ago, absolutely mid 80s. That's
at
absolutely
least
from the
he'll be
mid-80s.
younger than any president we get in the next week.
It's true. It's
So,
true.
I can't wait
All
till
right.
2024.
Let's
I'm
wrap
ready.
up.
Yeah.
There we go. Follow us,
Yes.
please. I'm turning the knot off. Follow us when you see us.
You guys are awesome.
Yes.
You
May
guys
the
are welcome.
force be with you, Master Cypher Deus. Shout out to you. He's
I like
dead,
Pink very
you
much.
know.
He is dead. He's all the way dead. Thanks
I
for
like
watching.
Pink. Yes, it's wonderful. Good to see you, Art. Welcome.
I like Pink very much, Obi-Wan.
I like Pink very much.
I like
Yeah,
when Franco's too stiff to talk on a show.
That's right. Wake up and do the things that make you happy. That's all you have to do. It's one thing. Stop fighting. Stop crying. Be nice to each other.
Do it, Ernie. Do it. End it, Ernie.
See you guys later.